That's what he said.
Live! Yay!
All right, we're off and running. We are on the air without even an intro or anything because we're behind schedule thanks to Tridemare.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, totally Trevor's fault.
It was my fault. See, guys, I spilled olives all over the place, and I had to individually pick them up
All right,
and eat them.
we're off and running.
With chopsticks.
We're on the air.
I can hear myself. Do I have some
I
screen
am
open?
hearing myself.
No, I stopped it. Sorry.
Okay.
That was my
Okay.
B.
I was gonna say.
Sorry.
All right, Jesse, do you want to do the intro again since you did such a good job last time?
Remind me what I introed last time so that I know what I'm introing this time. Am I just telling everyone hello and welcome to our continuation of the Dungeon World campaign Erdrud the First Age, where we're only allowed to be elves because the other races don't exist yet. And I'm not going to introduce everyone's characters. I'll leave that to the rest of them. I looked up because on my screen my camera's below, but on your screen I'm probably like right in the middle looking up at the top of the camera and there's nothing there. So totally pay no attention to that. But yeah, let's see. Last time we were investigating the disappearance of a bunch of townsfolk, and we ended up probably fighting each other more than anything else. And now we're all split up with me going one way, and I think Katie's character is running off by himself, mistakenly
Thinking you were
believing
there.
that I'm with them. Yeah,
Hey,
sounds
can
about
I
right. Oh,
metagame?
and I stole everything. I don't know if you want to meta even harder than you did last time. That's up to you.
I don't even know what that means, okay? Like, I never...
It meant you were intentionally making your character do something they wouldn't do because you as the player were trying to get out of something.
Wait, oh, okay.
Like
Oh,
you
and
Can
intentionally
we,
put
like, make a
yourself in this
plan before we start? Like,
I'm
let's
also
find
making-
Katie and Jesse. Or
Um,
Alex, do that.
Sorry, go ahead, Katie.
oh, I'm making everyone's characters on The Sims.
Except me, apparently, because she doesn't want to make every NPC.
Yeah, that's too many.
Yeah, so a couple quick things since, like last time we got started off kind of quickly, and I didn't mention a couple things. One notable thing about the world that I forgot to mention, I think I've told you guys, but I didn't tell the people watching. Winter on this planet is only about a month and a half long, and it's caused by the solar eclipse of the larger planet. And due to that, it is pitch black for a month and a half, and anybody caught without light for that time normally goes insane. So that's a thing. Something for you as players that I didn't mention, because I normally have people try to do this without me having to tell them, but you guys didn't. You can lawyer stuff like crazy. Like if you think you have a tactical advantage, you could say, "Hey, could I get a bonus to my roll because I'm sneaking up on this guy invisibly, and I have a dagger."
I tried that like 3 times and you just denied me every single time. It's like, wouldn't I have an advantage? No. Well, I'm invisible. No. But they don't know that. No. I was like, that's fine. I'm just gonna roll my 2 dice and be done with it.
It is something you can do, but I also get to shit on your dreams sometimes. So that's a thing.
All right.
All right. So last time you guys all started splitting up. Erasmus, you are off thinking that Tygenus is behind you, invisible. You were heading towards the forest to basically try to get kidnapped, I think. And then you came across Sovereign Mary and the priest whose name you never got, arguing, and she told him to go and get the seeds, and you started following him. Tygenus, Kinka, and Aerofi, I believe you were going to the market to find the hunters so you could find out where the trolls' dens were.
Correct.
I thought I'm still charmed. So
Yes, you
I
are
feel
still
like
charmed.
I'm where Jesse is, or
Yeah.
whatever his name is.
Yes, Kinka.
Okay,
Tygenus.
I just Googled, Ook. I just Googled metagaming, and it's a store in Oregon.
Apparently, it has more than one definition. But yeah, so having like no other leads to go on, I think Tygienists figured if the trolls were being disturbed, maybe checking out their area would lead us to something. But I don't think that's the best lead. I feel like we're missing something. I think Erasmus has the best lead, but we don't know where he is.
Yeah, so on that note, let's go to Erasmus. You're
All right.
following the priest through town. Are you like trying to be
Just-
stealthy or like?
I just noticed this new overlay doesn't have our names on it. It bugs me because now
You
people.
was they were separate files, Jesse.
Yeah, it was super confusing. We don't like
I'll
change.
just, I'll just be patching those in as we go. Pay no attention.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
I even
okay,
mentioned
got
that.
this.
We're having overlay woes. Anyway, so are you trying to like follow him? Like, are you being stealthy, or are you just like, oh, I happen to be walking in the same way as you, or are you just like very clearly following him?
I'm just kind of like walking in the same direction as him. I'm not trying to be stealthy,
Mhm.
but I'm also not trying to like get in his line of sight either.
Okay.
Like I'm just like he stops, I'm gonna, look at something, or I'm gonna if I'm far enough away, I'll keep going. Like if he looks at me, I'll just keep walking. Like no big deal. Like I'm in complete line of sight.
Yeah, you're like walking behind him, and he's old. He's super old, so he's like got his little walking stick, and he's like being all slow. So you're having to like walk super slow to stay behind him.
I'm yet behind playing with my fiddle.
Yeah, just like what's going on. All right, so as you guys are going, you happen to be going through like the because he's just going back to the temple, and you happen to be going through like the marketplaces, and you round the corner, and here's where I'm going to pit you against yourself. You round the corner, and you see the most beautiful woman you have ever seen, standing at one of like the market stalls.
Oh no.
Oh no, no.
Like she's talking to someone and like she laughs and like her hair does that like shampoo commercial thing where it's just
Oh,
like
no.
flows over her shoulder. Yeah, gorgeous face, great body. She's wearing like she very clearly knows she's attracted. Her like it's not even like she's wearing like cleavage. It's just like all the way down to her navel. Like there is a slit going down past her navel,
Oh,
and she's just like she's laughing and talking to someone, like clearly trying to sell them something.
her body?
So
Question mark.
I mean, there are items on the cart that she's standing in front of.
Okay, just checking.
So yeah, what do you do?
I stop. I look at her. I look at the old man. He's going slow enough. What does she have on her cart?
It's just like a random hodgepodge of stuff. From what you can tell from this distance, if you got closer, you might be able to get a little bit better look.
Hey, what you selling there?
She I think she's got like a little like table that she's standing like behind, and she like leans on it, so she's leaning forward really far. And she says, "That depends what you're looking to buy."
Yeah, okay, what does she have on her table?
There's a couple of like just on the table, like she was trying to sell the dude before, like a couple of like sculpting, like really fine like sculpting tools. But you notice like if you glance back at the cart, there's a couple of weapons, there's like some scales, there's like a big like millstone. Yeah, it's just like a random. It's like just a general store. Like she has a random assortment of stuff. You also notice there's like, as you're glancing over kind of at the cart, trying to be like trying to decide what you're doing. There's like a huge dude standing behind the cart, like kind of like he's clearly like the hired muscle sort of thing, like standing there like, trying to not be seen, but he's hard to miss because he's big and burly.
All right. So do you get lots of ruffians coming here trying to start things? What's with the muscle?
She goes, well, you can't be too careful. The roads these days, there's all these people going missing, and just a little thing like myself, you have to be careful. And she like places her hand like on your hand on the table.
Well, I understand. I mean, you're so fine and lovely and just anyone would just take you off the streets, I'm sure.
Okay, really quick, we're gonna jump over to the other three while you're flirting with this woman. So you guys were headed to the market, right?
We were heading. Yeah, actually, we were heading in that same general direction.
Okay, so you guys are heading there, and you like round a corner. There's not like streets because there aren't like paved roads, but there's like paths that people walk more where like the grass is worn away. And as you round this particular path around the building, Taijin, if we could get your internal monologue for a moment. You round the corner, and you see Erasmus.
Mm-hmm.
And you see he's talking to a woman. And as you get closer, she's a very beautiful woman.
Is she extraordinarily tall?
Not particularly, but you do recognize her.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Silvira. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly.
I'm pretty sure, like, in her bio, it specifically says she's, like, abnormally tall.
Oh, you're
so
right.
I would see her over everyone, I assume, right?
Yeah. Well, she's like leaning over on the table.
Okay.
But yeah, like you see Erasmus talking to Silvira.
Okay. So Taijin is like turning around the corner and seeing this, he would just immediately pull a Metal Gear Solid just against the nearest wall, like flattened up against the wall on the opposite side away. Just like, is that, oh crap. And so Air Ophi and Kinko following me would just see him just like stop and like take cover behind the nearest wall. And just he and just like, we're going to need to look elsewhere.
What is the matter, comrade? What is wrong?
Okay, sorry. This is I'm musing. I gotta try and keep a straight face here. He's
for chat.
okay.
This is what happens when you give the GM ammo.
This is what I get for writing backstory. All right. We should probably not be out there. There's certain risks involved to our venture, which may complicate matters. And he's like sneaking towards the edge and just kind of looking around the corner, like, is that actually her? And also now scanning to see if any of the rest of the entourage is there. Like the presence of any of the other characters, Varumaran and Phelan, any of the others.
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but the leader of your former troop, whose name I'm blanking on right now.
That would be Phelan.
Yeah, he's the one standing like behind the cart.
Okay. Would Varumaran be there or not?
You don't see him right now.
Okay.
All right, so I'm alarmed. I'm alarmed. I've never seen him off of his cool before, so I am going to kind of peek over around the corner as well as subtly as I can.
He's just gonna reach up and kind of catch his face and be like, no, don't let them see you. And, like pulling him back away.
You guys are trying to do that thing in cartoons where there's like the three heads looking around the corner, but you're like,
yes.
no.
Yeah. So he's got his hand on my fist. I'm like, what is wrong? Who is there?
This is complicated.
Kinko, what are you doing?
Facing out. Keep going.
Okay.
I'm just sort of following Tygenis because and I don't know, I'm just in a daze still.
You haven't like completely lost all free will, you know. You are still capable of processing thought. You're just like not attacking anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if you think he's like being a pansy, you could totally just like be like, fuck this, and just like walk out into the marketplace. But it's your call.
Okay, well, assuming that if she's not doing anything, and I'm kind of like trying to prevent Ophi from just walking out there. Tygenus is clearly at a loss for words. He has no idea how to explain this or what to do. So it's the first time they've seen him like not have an answer to the current situation.
All right, I'm going to help him out a little bit. I am going to cast a spell on him, probably. Let me take a look here.
Okay.
Let me look here.
Don't you only have the 2 prepared spells?
I have 3 rotes.
That's right.
And would I technically have to re-prepare Cure Light Wounds or anything like that to cast
No,
it again?
you didn't forget it, so
Okay.
you still have it.
Let me check this rote.
The only time that happens is if you like partial success something, or if you fail. You can choose to like forget that until you prepare spells again.
Oh, right. I'm just going to cast Cure Light Wounds on him because of the effects that it has. Because the effects that it has, like it gives you tunnel vision and gives you, you know, like a rush of adrenaline. It could maybe, I'm not gonna slap him. I like the guy too much to slap him in the face, but I'm gonna try to calm him down here a little bit. So, oh shoot, my bar reset. That blows. But that is a wisdom roll.
Mm-hmm.
I can do that real quick. Did it go?
Yep.
Yay.
Yeah, because people have 3D dice turned on, like, we have to wait for the 3D dice to land before it actually shows up in chat.
Okay, cool. Yep. So,
yeah, so you cast Cure Light Wounds, just for the heck of it.
yeah, because it has other effects other than like sealing wounds. It gives you tunnel vision. It gives you a rush of adrenaline. You're breathing deeper. You're feeling pretty good. So, was that a partial success?
It is.
Okay, so now something slightly bad might have happened here?
Yes, you get to choose from the list.
Okay, what do I have to choose from?
It's
Is it
draw
in...
one attention, forget the spell, the casting distances you from your deity, and you're at -1 to cast the spell until next time you commune. And I'm blanking on I think there's a fourth thing, and I'm completely blanking on it.
Is it listed in basic moves or anything? Special moves?
I think it's listed on like your normal character sheet.
Oh, okay, for casting a spell.
Yeah, for casting a spell.
All right, hold on. Oh yeah, I got it. You draw and welcome attention. Put yourself in a spot. Your casting distance is from your deity the next time you commune. Okay. And then after you cast it, your spell is revoked. Cannot cast the spell again. So I'll actually draw unwelcome attention. I like my deity a lot.
Okay, so
okay.
Just for shits and giggles, go ahead and actually roll the heal.
Oh, okay. Is it also wisdom, or is it one?
No, it's just it's whatever Cure Light Wounds' heal is. It's like
oh yeah, hold on.
D8, I think.
Isn't it 1d8 or something like that?
It is, yeah. 1d8. Oh. Oh.
Thanks, man.
Oh.
That's helpful. The huge heals incoming.
So, I think what happens is you go up and you're like trying to like come, so you cast Cure Light Wounds on him. You like place your hand on the back of his neck again.
Yeah.
And his heart rate accelerates, and he gets tunnel vision, and like, Tashinus, you like freak out and like step forward, like, oh, what's happening? And so you step out into the middle of the but you step out into sight in the market, and you run into the mute, and she like backs up, sees you, takes a second to process, slaps you, and then gets like teary-eyed and like hugs you.
Okay. Crap, man, you're sending my dude on an emotional roller coaster right off the bat.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to. I was trying to help.
Okay.
Helping.
So this is okay. So that's
I'm gonna
awkward.
give you a minute to process.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out
Erasmus.
because that's like so much going on all at once. So Tyjanus would be, upon running into mute, he would just immediately, like, his first reaction is like, oh, I haven't seen her in forever, I want to give her a big hug, I kind of deserve that slap, fair enough, but I'm freaking standing out in the open and the others are all going to see me. So I guess he would just like kind of like put his arm around her and like try to pull her around the corner out of line of sight.
Like, yeah, it's good to meet you too. Let's go in this alley.
It's like I missed you so much. God.
All right. So you're like trying to pull her around the corner. Erasmus, you're flirting with this woman.
I'm gonna serenade her.
Oh, you're gonna say okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna start singing. But I'm going to clear my mind of any enchantments, just in case she has some sort of weird, like, I'm a little imp, but I look like a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Type thing going on. Because something's fishy. Something's going on. But God, is she beautiful. And if I serenade her, then you just really can't go wrong.
All right. Do you have to roll for that? I don't remember offhand. I should have looked over your guys' moves before we started.
When... Yes, I do. I rolled my charisma. Charisma! I got 8.
Yeah. Why is it? Oh, sorry. It's freaking out on my end. There it goes. It's because I had. So that's the downfall of having Roll20 open in 2 windows, is that sometimes it rolls on one window and sometimes it rolls in the other window. All right, yeah. So you got a partial success. So you start making you start serenading her, and everyone in the.
I like big butts and you cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with the itty bitty waist around in your face, you get sprung.
Yeah, so she kind of sits back and does this little amused and listens to you. Pretty much everyone in the market is stopped and looked at you okay, that's kind of weird.
And they're thinking that could be a one-hit wonder. That could.
And you notice and you notice that the priest has actually stopped and is staring at you doing this. You are not enchanted. You feel that she's just gorgeous, and her herself is naturally charismatic, and so she's flirting back very hard. I'm not a woman, so I'm bad at flirting like a woman. So I apologize.
Oh, you're just so charming. Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
know.
just need to put more practice into it. I'm sure you'll.
I'll get there.
Be excellent at it in time.
So once you kind of wind down your serenade, she goes, "So you play the fiddle? Would you, perchance, be interested in purchasing a new one? We happen to have one." She goes and she digs around the cart for a minute. She pulls out this really nice fiddle. She opens the case up and it's ornate. It's got gold inlays in the top of it. And she's yeah, this actually just happened to kind of fall into our laps in the last town we were in. And I was looking for the right person to sell it to, and I think you're the one.
All right. How much is it?
She goes, well, it is, I mean, as you can see, it's very well made, and if you look, and she flips it over, and she goes, it was made by insert name of a craftsman you've heard of that I didn't generate a name for yet. It's it's got his mark on the bottom of it. So unfortunately it is rather expensive. It would be, normally I would say it would be a platinum, but for you, and she lays her hand on your chest and just kind of leaves it there for a moment. She goes, for you, I could go 15 gold.
Oh, my lady. That is quite the deal. Now, let me be frank with you. I will buy this from you if you answer me one question. And I'm using my charming and open.
Okay.
This is an ability I have.
All right.
Oh.
How much?
Who do you serve?
As the GM opens up the list of people real quick. She goes, well, I serve Anphilin.
Anphilin.
Can I intrude in this conversation?
Yeah, if you would have
Or is it-
barge around the corner and
I can walk up and be can I twirl her hair and be you can serve me.
Yeah, so you break away from like Tyjanus being weird. You're like, this guy's being kind of weird, whatever. And then you like go around the corner, like, oh, there's Erasmus, and you go over, and then you hear this, and like she's starting to like point in a direction, and you walk up and twirl her hair, and she like looks, and then she's actually like pretty close to your height. Like she's also really tall. She's not quite 7 foot, but she's quite tall. And she looks and she goes, well, hello. And she like boops your nose.
The boop.
Can I? Okay, and then I like slide my arm around her shoulder and be like, "Well, there you have it, Erasmus."
and
Oh.
so I think she reaches out and like takes Erasmus's hand and then slides her other hand like around your waist, and she goes, "But there's no need to fight over little old me."
So
Fuck, my headset cut out. I'm really sorry. She took Erasmus's hand and then what?
Slid her other hand around your waist and said, "There's no need to fight over her."
Well, so what's happening with Tyjanus and what am I doing? I'm just kind of
I don't know what you're doing, but I can tell you what's going on with Tyjanus at this point.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we'll cut back to you two and mute.
okay.
Okay, so if Ovi's still close enough to see it, like he sees Tyjanus actually has like he's got slightly teary-eyed after hugging this shorter girl, and he's done. And after he like kind of releases her and he backs up and he's like, I gotta figure out how he would do this because one-way conversations are not so easy.
Okay, so as you're like trying to like figure out like what to say to her, she holds up her hand, she goes like, wait, and she like digs around in her, like she's got like a satchel, and she pulls out this book and she like holds it up to you. And it just says The Theory of Thackrum's Voice on it.
And what have we here? I see you haven't lost your touch. He's just kind of he flips it open to see if there's like a forward or an intro to at least tell him what the topic of the book is.
It's written in a really, because like linguistic shift is still a thing because Merriam-Webster doesn't exist. It's written in like an older version of Elvish. So it would like take you a little bit of time to
You like have to sit down and interpret it.
But if you'd like to, you could spout lore on Thackrum's Voice.
Okay. All right, so we'll do that. I need to. Oh, you know what? This thing used to have our little automated dice rollers. It's not
Yeah,
there.
I don't know why it pulled those off.
Okay, whatever. So it's just /roll
Space
2d space 2d6, right?
plus whatever your int is.
And then my int would be a +2, so it'd be 9 + 2, 11.
Wait for those dice to roll.
I already did. I just rolled.
Oh, sorry, my chat wasn't all the way down.
Gotcha. And my int modifier is +2, so it's an 11.
Nice. Yeah, so Thackrum's Voice, there was an elf in like, I think he lives somewhere between like 400. It's not like 80, but like 400. You guys are currently in like 9 something, 63, I think. And he developed the ability to like, to us as players, it would be like just like telekinetic, like implant his voice into other people's heads. And he could do it from like insane distances. Like if he knew the person, he could throw his voice into their mind no matter the distance. So yeah, it's basically just telepathic communication.
Gotcha. But I'd have to make time to sit down and read it before I could learn that skill out of it, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Very nicely done. I see. Well, this can wait.
But she points at it excitedly, and she points at her like she's been like reading this.
Gotcha. Have you made any progress with it? I see. We'll work on this some other time. In the meantime, Phelan, Salavira, Varamarn, they cannot know I'm here. This could get very interesting. Do you know how much longer they will be in town? Is a short time? Long time?
And she gives you like, I'm sure you guys have like a little bit of like a shorthand, like,
Mhm.
and she gives you the shorthand for like planning big job, basically.
Can I stand behind her and just do random gobbledygook?
You see her like doing like a couple of like gestures, and you're just like,
Yeah, I just think this is a game of some variety, and I'm really enjoying. Like, I'm making shadow puppets.
Sounds like first syllable.
Okay. If it were any of the others, Tyshanus would get really irritated, but he's like, he doesn't hate Ophi as much as everyone else at this point, so he's just kind of looks up and just like, like, this would be amusing if it weren't so sad. Kind of a thing.
I don't even remember the objective at this point.
Our
There's
objective's finding missing townsfolk, but we keep getting
No, I
sidetracked.
know.
I can't get out of town.
Exactly.
so let's cut back to Kinka and Erasmus really quick. What do you guys are you guys still hitting on this very beautiful woman?
So
And are you actually buying the fiddle?
I'm gonna buy the fiddle for what was it, 13 gold?
15.
how much gold is in a platinum?
No, it wasn't 15.
I said 15.
Plus 15.
There is
Was it?
there's a
Alright.
handout somewhere. And nope. Where the heck did I put it? I know I have a money handout somewhere.
There, I got rid of my
it is.
15 gold.
Um,
Oh, already?
32
I have a
gold.
fiddle.
Yeah.
32 gold equals a platinum.
Oh, okay.
Here, I can actually, because I can do this. I can show you guys
Well-
the handout.
Hey,
Whoa.
Yeah, that's the conversion chart because it's not like metric or anything. So it's literally like what things are worth in comparison to each other.
Yeah.
how much does it weigh? Does it weigh as much as my other fiddle?
Yes, it would.
Cool, it weighs 0 pounds.
Yeah.
So wait, does she like what are the upsides to this fiddle? I guess that's
it's just
questions.
really nice. It's just really fancy fiddle.
Really fancy.
And a
And-
really fancy fiddle
I'm just
means that I'm a really
curious.
good musician
From an objective.
and I should be let into castles to sing, really.
Yeah, clearly.
It's no double neck
Yeah.
fiddle. Settle down.
Hey, I thought we were like, why are we going back to the transaction? I thought it was just getting a little bit like, oh, like she had her hand.
Oh yeah, no, she is, and I think like Erasmus like reached into his pouch and like yeah, and like plopped the gold down.
Not that pouch.
Different pouch. Well, actually, it would probably be
So,
like because like
what?
the currency of the realm has like holes in the middle of it, so they're like they can be strung on a string. So you probably like pull out a string of money and like plop down 15 gold.
That's a lot of money for a fiddle.
It's a really nice fiddle, dude.
That's a lot of money
got-
for a fiddle.
Part of the thing is it's got like gold inlays on like the face of it.
Hmm.
And then yeah, she is like, well, thank you very much for your business, and she like scoops up the money and like just holds that hand out, and like the dude that was standing behind the cart like comes and just holds his hands out, and she drops it into his hand. He like takes it back behind the cart, and then she takes your hand and goes, "Is there anything else I can do for you?"
Well, my lady, I think you've helped me plenty. Is there anything perhaps I can do for you?
She goes, "You know, I think there might be. Do you know the Sovereign by chance?"
I've met her once. She's a tolerable lady.
And have you maybe been in the Sovereign's house?
It was more like an office, but I suppose yes.
So did you get like a grand tour? I've heard it's quite nice.
Nope. No tours, just the office.
That is a shame. Well, thank you very much. That's good. I've heard it's a very nice house, and I've wanted a tour for quite some time.
Why?
Well, you know,
Because it's nice.
we traveling merchants, we don't often get to see the nicer parts of the town. We are normally confined to, and she gestures around it like Like the market's like it's just this big open area where a bunch of people have carts set up. She's like this, or the tavern. And I think just once it would be kind of nice to get to see some of the finer things in life.
Can I step in?
Yeah.
Also, at this point, Tygenus is telling Mute, I need you to go over there and get that moron away from her. And he's pointing at Erasmus.
Okay.
Bring him back here if you can, without drawing attention. You understand the delicacy of the issue.
She nods. Okay, Kinka, what were you just stepping in with?
Can I like grab the chick's face, the top, and be like this?
Yeah, you totally can. She like
And be like, now you listen here. You're swindling my friend, and we have important things to do.
she goes, she like kind of she does it while her face
Oh, she like pull away.
No, she doesn't even she's like,
Oh, sorry.
I'm just trying to make a living with selling my goods.
Okay, I'm gonna like give her a couple taps on the face and be like, I think you've gotten enough from us here with that nice gold purse. Now we'll be on our way. You behave, girl.
She goes, I never do, and then winks at you. And then like turns away to like let you guys like leave.
Then I'll like tap Erasmus and be like, honey.
So
if you were jealous, all you had to do was say, I can serenade you any day.
Whoa. Also, Kaylee, can you turn your mic up a little bit, or is it up? Do you need to take your mic and put it closer to your mouth?
Me?
What?
Oh, there it is. No,
Yeah,
not
Kaylee sounds like
Katie.
she's 1,000
Kaylee,
miles
sorry.
away.
Really? Oh wait, here. I'll try this.
Katie sounds fine. Kaylee sounds.
Okay, how about this now?
oh,
That
Am I,
sounds good.
much better.
way loud.
No, it sounds really
No.
It's just perfect.
Yeah, you're good.
good. Sounds good.
So
Okay.
I think while you guys are having this exchange, you see kind of a shorter girl. She's got like some like scars on her face, like very visual scars. Go up and like talk to the woman, or like goes up to the woman that you were talking to, and like is gesturing at her frantically, and then like moving around her so that she's facing. We as the audience knows, facing away from Tygenus. And then simultaneously, Erasmus, you notice that the priest has been sitting here watching this whole thing and is very clearly just chuckling to himself. Like he's on like the far side of like the market, but he's just like leaning against his staff and just like chuckling.
Oh.
And then
I'm gonna run over to him. What's funny? What's so funny?
and he goes, "Oh, the folly of youth. You're so easily distracted."
And you are not distracted by her ample appeal?
He goes, "My time for such things has long since passed. The gods have granted me a very long life, and he like looks over and he goes, that would not be physically possible for me." And then he goes, "I believe you have a mission to complete." And he like turns to start like shuffling back towards the shrines.
So what about Mute? How is she doing on her?
She's like distracting the woman, and like getting her to turn away. But since they've already kind of like disengaged,
Okay.
that's kind of the best she can do.
So at this point, Tygenus is going to turn to Ophi and say, "Things are not quite as they appear, my friend, and we are in danger. Do not, well, I guess they won't know who you are. They cannot know that I am here." And he's like pointing, he says they, but he's just like gesturing to like the entire marketplace. He's not being specific about it.
So as soon as I see him do that, I step in front of him and form a blockade. I kind of step in front of him in that direction and form a blockade, and I go, "Which one? Who is the bad one?"
All of them.
I
So I think at this point the camera like zooms in on this particularly old woman that's like feeding birds.
The camera?
Yeah, the audience's camera like zooms in on like this old woman, and then it goes over to like a little kid who's like pushing a hoop through like the middle with like a stick.
Classic tomfoolery. This shall not
Some
stand.
Eerie music.
Yeah. Just dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
General business. All right. So I'm standing in front of him, and I'm like scanning the crowd, and you're like all of them, and I just start backing up. Like I'm backing up.
You're zoning him out of the market.
Yeah, I'm gently nudging him enough with my butt to just kind of start moving us both back, and I'm just being very cautious about this.
Stop that. He's like, he wants to like push him off, but he doesn't want to touch his butt. So he's like, stop. This is not helping.
Okay.
Stop that.
What do we do? What do we do? If not this, what?
We rely on my little friend to bring the bard back over here, and we need the wall of meat as well.
Okay.
And I think as you say that, like you hear like a large crash, and like you look, and a bunch of stuff has like spilled out of the cart, and the woman is like screaming and like trying to put things back in the cart. And then jumping back over to Kinka and Erasmus, this girl, she's, I don't know how old she is. She's like, I don't know how old you say she is.
She's probably like 22 at this point.
Yeah, she comes over and just like takes both of you by the hand and starts tugging you towards in the direction of where Tygenus and Ophi are.
Hey, can you pause? Apparently your mic is a little low. I mean, I think I hear you fine, but for some reason my stream isn't. What about everyone else's stream?
I hear him fine.
I hear
Well,
everyone
I
fine.
do too, but my stream is saying they can't hear Baron.
Okay.
Do you have Skype turned down really low or something?
Yes.
No, they can
Skype.
hear you.
My Skype was being kind of stupid earlier. Let me.
I don't know. I'd be interested to see what other people's chat says.
I can turn my microphone up a little bit.
Can you guys hear Baron? Can you guys hear Baron very well?
Oh, my eyes twitching.
I'm hearing everyone. Yeah.
Okay. I turned myself up a little bit. That might help.
Cool.
I discovered that last session my Skype had the like auto adjust volume feature on, and so when I was watching the VOD, it kept going like up and down like crazy. So I turned that on.
Well, that's what mine was doing earlier when Trightmare said to change it.
Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, so yes, you see this like girl. She's in her like mid-20s maybe. I mean, it's hard to tell because you're elves. You just like stop aging at like 20, but she's younger. And she like grabs your hand. She's got like scars on her face, and grabs each of you by the hand and just starts like trying to run towards the edge of the market with you in tow. Do you guys go?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
No,
Like,
I'm gonna
caught
follow
off
the
guard?
old guy.
So you like
Oh.
try and like slip your hand out of her hand
No, I think she looks kind of distressed, huh?
a little bit. Like she's frantically trying to get you over to the edge of the market.
So since my character like kind of defends others, I'll go
Okay.
and
So yeah, Erasmus, she like you slip your hand out of hers, and she like looks like but like she thinks she has like a window opportunity. So you just grab Kinka back over to Tygenus, and you go and you follow the priest. So I think okay, we're gonna follow Erasmus for just a quick second. So you follow him like for I don't know 20 feet or something, and he goes like without even turning to look at you, he just goes, "Is your objective in the same as mine?" And he like stops and like lets you catch up.
I have to think of how he would respond to that.
If you want a second, we can jump over the other people.
Yes, please.
Okay, we're gonna jump over the other people. Kinka, you get dragged back or like around the corner of this building.
Okay.
And you see Tygenus and Ophi's like backing him away slowly.
And you see him like frantically slapping him. Going, stop that at once.
Tygenus is slapping Ophi?
Yeah, because
Yes.
Ophi's trying to like back him away from the market, and Tygenus doesn't want to touch his butt, and so he's like, "Stop doing that."
he's boxing me out like we're playing basketball, and he's just like pushing me away.
What on earth is going on here?
More than I can possibly sum up in a matter of a few sentences, but there is more going on here that meets the eye. Did you purchase anything from the marketplace over there with the abnormally tall elf?
I'm gonna let the abnormally tall elf slide, but I did not purchase anything, but Erasmus did.
I see.
Ophi,
You
are you
didn't-
treating Tygenus properly? What are you doing to Tygenus?
I'm trying to
Is
protect
he still
him.
rubbing up on me?
I don't know.
Yeah, Ophi, are you like still trying to like back him up?
No, I probably wouldn't. Once I see Kinka, I'd probably calm down and be like,
Yeah.
all right, we got a warrior
That's
here. This should be
fucking
good.
right.
Yeah,
But-
so I'd probably calm down and I'd be like, there is danger. He says everyone is danger.
Stop making so much noise, for starters. This is not a... He's trying to figure out how he's going to be able to explain this without having to tell them everything. This is not a situation which is going to call for muscle. This just requires discretion, Ophi.
Discretion. Yes,
Yes.
I have heard this.
It means not making a scene or drawing attention to oneself.
Oh,
So I think
yes.
right there, Tygenus, you see he's having a stroke.
James drawing attention to oneself.
You see Varumarin like walk by like the end of the road you're by. Like he's not looking at you, he just walks by, but you see him very clearly.
Sorry, who?
Varumarin? Am I saying that right?
Characters that you guys haven't met yet.
Yes. This is for
Oh.
Tygenus' benefit.
It's from his
shoot.
backstory.
I have that all in an email. I didn't even.
I
open
don't
it.
have no email.
Wait,
Oh no,
his-
none of you know this stuff. This is the
How does he-
27 paragraphs that Jesse sent me in an email.
Okay,
asked
give me an indicator to remind me who that is.
we're not supposed to know who that
You have
is.
no idea who it is.
That's from his past.
Oh, I don't know.
we
He asked me
hardly.
for a little bit of background on my character. I may have sent him like 25 people with like full histories and stuff like that.
And so I see someone
Shit.
that I don't know go by me.
Yep.
No, you don't. He does because he like walks by like you're following the priest.
Oh yeah.
Aaron
Oh,
asked
for some reason I thought you were talking about me.
We're together. We three are together, and Erasmus is still talking to the pedo priest. I'm assuming he's a pedophile. I'm just going to inject that in there. That's personal, out of character.
Because worshippers, high priests of Krosh are totally pedophiles. That's a thing.
Who knows? You never know.
All right. So like he doesn't. I'm just as like punctuation. Like you see him walk by, he doesn't notice you, but you like see him.
we need to be anywhere but here. He's kind of talking.
And
He's
I also-
talking.
I think you
What's that?
also noticed that Mute is like standing in front of Kinka like sideways so that he didn't see her. Like using Kinka as like a physical barrier. And then kind of looks up at you and gives you this like sorry look and then like steps away.
Okay, so like gesturing to both Kinka and Ophi at this point, we need to be anywhere and everywhere except right here. And then he's like removing himself from the marketplace towards the nearest large area of town that is out of direct line of sight where I can hopefully not be spotted.
Okay.
And kind of bringing Mute with him.
Did you keep the book or did you give it back to her? Just out of curiosity.
He was still holding on to it, I think.
Just checking.
Well, actually, I forgot. I have that floating bag of crap behind me, so he
Yeah.
probably would have like set it in there, like absentmindedly, just kind of like set the book down, and now it's hovering in midair behind him.
All right.
Totally not attention grabbing at all. He's just has this like 50-pound sack of crap floating in the air, and then there's a book hovering next to it now.
Yeah, you like toss it near it and it's slowly gravitating towards going.
Yeah, he just like nonchalantly just tosses it behind him, and it just kind of hangs in the air right behind him.
Go ahead.
Yes, Ophi, do as Tygenus says. I am not sure what's going on here, but obviously we should not be making a scene.
All right, absolutely, I agree. And then I suddenly become like, I'm trying so hard not to be inconspicuous that I'm becoming again conspicuous. But like, if I would be walking, it would be like completely arms to side, like.
You're like, oh, how do I walk? What is blinking? Shit.
Can I like smack him on the back of the head and be like, "Get it together, man"?
Yes, certainly.
Am I allowed to? Okay.
Yeah, you can totally do that. Whether or not it actually affects his behavior is up to him.
I just have to assert my dominance on him with a little smack.
All right. As soon as she smacks me, she smacks me, I let out a whimper like whoo, just like a little one, and then I start acting normal. I'm like, okay, I can do this. So I started.
I bend the men to do my bidding, what I want.
So like as soon as we're around the corner, do you know if they still want to kill me? He has to mute that, and he kind of says it like quiet enough that he's obviously like not saying it to the other two, but they can still hear
stage
him.
whisper, like
at this point he's not trying to. He's not explaining anything, but he's not hiding anything anymore because he realizes he's probably going to end up having to explain all this. So he's asking me, and he says, "Is Anne still trying to have me killed?"
like, and she gestures like, because again, you have like a kind of a shorthand. You can get like more or less what she's saying. Like, right now would be asset or something. Or would be helpful. Like you would be helpful right now.
Oh no. But he doesn't know I'm in town, so
she shakes her head very vigorously.
She's like, no or yes?
No, she shakes her head like, no, she doesn't. And like right then she like grabs your arm and like pulls you into like a side street really quick. And then like sticks her head out because she like saw somebody, and then like, you know, shoves you back out into the or pulls you back out in the street. Like she's trying her damnedest to like keep you hidden.
The man certainly carries a grudge. Do you know what they are trying to do here? I assume they're working on a big job of some sort.
She like nods her head.
He's just kind of gesturing like towards all the buildings in town. Who? What? Where are they hitting?
And she gestures towards, like, you know that the only thing that way is Sovereign Mary's like house / office thing.
The Sovereign. Is it just for money?
She like, hell no, shake of a head.
She has something else in there.
And she like does this little like, it might be like a hammer or something gesture, and then does like sparkly hands. And then like points to your bag, and then like sparkly hands.
Some sort of a magic artifact? A valuable one. He like puts his hand on her head, and he just kind of rubs it back and forth and says, "You're as useful as always." At this point, like Tyjanus is like the mission that we're on to find the missing townsfolk. He no longer cares. Like this is 100% of his focus at this point.
As soon as that happens, I put my hand on the shoulder of the mute, I suppose, and I ask Tyjanus, "So who is this? Is this your girlfriend?"
She turns beet red.
No, he puts his arm around her and like pulls her close, and he says, "No, this is my little sister."
Oh, well, okay. Oh, never mind.
Little babushka.
Before that happens, Kinka like gets a little bit like jealous looking.
Like it?
I don't know. She's like kind of looking at the girl.
Really quick, so look for number.
My friend. Kind of thing.
Ophi, you do still have that like token you can check in next time you
with my god, like I've got a god
Yeah.
credit. If I
Yeah.
need to use one of my divine powers, I've got a god credit saved up.
and you would know for a fact that this is one of the few towns in anywhere that has a shrine to all 7 of the gods. So that might be a good place to seek like direction.
Yeah,
And
understood.
then on that note,
No,
We're gonna jump
yeah.
over Erasmus.
Yeah, I've been thinking of that. I know the message you're sending me. I've just been thinking about the best time to use it.
Yeah, just letting you know.
Thank you.
And then Erasmus, we're gonna jump back over to you. Trying to remember the last thing I said to you was the priest. Okay, he said like
Yes,
is your
we
The
must
quest.
be going in the same direction. I mean, here we are.
Does Erasmus still think I'm
You're-
following him?
Oh yeah, totally.
You're pretty honest for an old guy, aren't you?
Aren't ya? Sorry.
Oh, fuck yeah,
Yeah.
bud.
He chuckles. He goes, once you start, and he kind of like gestured to his like decrepitness. He's like, you kind of stop caring.
Oh, that's rough. And why? What are you doing? Where are you going?
Oh well, the sovereign asked me to start preparing something, and I need to go get the proper tools.
Oh, well, do you need some help?
Actually, that would be lovely, and we could. You know, I knew your father. I believe I mentioned that. And he like starts shuffling towards the shrines. He goes, yes, the sovereign asked me to. She's worried about the security of the town, and she's been wanting to enact this plan for quite a while. And I guess that troll was kind of the thing that pushed her over the edge. She's demanding it must be done.
Oh, well, what is she doing?
Have you ever heard of secretaries?
I can roll for that.
Mm-hmm.
Can't I?
How do you spell that?
SECKA, I think. I don't remember. I have it written somewhere. I'll send it to you later.
What do I
Int would be spouting lore. You're trying to remember something.
intelligence K?
Oh God, no! You
I
have
failed. Yes, experience.
you get experience. But
No, I'm afraid. I can't recall a single darn thing about them trees.
he goes, they are incredibly rare, so that's understandable. And he like pats you on the shoulder a little bit, and he has to because he's like hunching over. He has to like reach up a bit. He goes, well, you've heard of ironwood trees, correct?
Yes, yeah.
Well, much like ironwood trees are more or less made of living iron, secretaries are made of stone.
Oh,
And the sovereign more or less wants to wall off the town.
Prevent anyone from leaving or going, or wait, coming and going.
Well, I mean, there would be a gate, but it would keep the intrusions such as we had today to a minimum.
Oh, is there what's been setting her off? Like, what have been the specific reasonings for this?
Oh, the disappearances, the trolls have been very, very bothersome of late. Just all manner of things. A couple of the townsfolk are obviously upset and demanding change, which, but whatever. I do as I am told. And I think right about now you guys are like approaching like the edge of the shrines. There's like a big like building where like all of the priests like sleep and live, and then there's like 7 shrines around this like circular area, and they're like smallish buildings. They're like, I don't know, they're the size of like a single story like house or something. And he,
That
like,
look on her face.
I'm listening.
and yeah, he like but like the place where like the priests live is like several stories tall. Like it's big because there's a lot of priests. Like there's kind of more priests than need to be in this town. and he kind of gestures you into the building, and then we're gonna jump back. So, the rest of you, what are you doing?
Oh, of course. So if we were coming back, I guess I was just saying like, oh, this is your babushka, this is your sister. That is good. Why are you
Babushka.
Huh? I know.
Doesn't that babushka mean grandma?
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it? Oh wow.
It's a joke.
I don't know
Oh,
Russian.
okay.
I don't know
What?
Russian.
Are you just making up? Are you just
Yeah.
like grabbing random Russian words or something?
I've
or-
heard my grandma say that word before, but we're not Russian at all. So that's fun. I don't know. I'm just grabbing words. Who
I
knows?
think it's Greek for.
It-
Sorry.
I thought.
Wow,
your
we're
character was-
metagaming. Katie started
I-
it.
I
Anyway,
thought your character was. You still haven't worked out the definition on meta, have you? You're
Anyway.
just mad at me. Just
Anyway.
admit that you're mad and be done with it.
Urban Dictionary.
It's just gonna be some kind
Yes,
of sex.
the shrine of all knowledge that is urban.
I actually have this app on my phone because like I ain't hip with the lingo and I want to be hip, so I whip it out all the time.
very good.
One of my favorite games is just two random words into Urban Dictionary. Just
Uh-oh.
pick two words, type them into Urban Dictionary.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's a
Please
thing.
keep going.
It's okay. I'll change the word. I'll say matryoshka.
No, you're great.
No, I'll say matryoshka instead, like those little dolls that are inside of dolls. Like little dolls. A little doll. I'm calling her a little doll. Like matryoshka. This is your matryoshka, your sister. Why aren't you spending time with her? Why did you leave her alone? Is she safe?
Yes.
She shakes her head no.
He's like moving her head up and down. She's fine.
Yeah, she's doing things. So like he's moving her head up and down, and she's going.
Yes, this is disconcerting.
Not every family's situations are quite so simple, my friend.
I have some experience with family. I know what it can be. But how does she defend herself? Surely she is not traveling alone.
She pulls out these two like wicked daggers, like just out of almost nowhere, just pulls them out like.
She could have these into both of your eyes, likely before you could blink.
And she
She'll be
does
fine.
like, you know, like when you see people with like butterfly knives do like crazy things, and then they like, yeah, she like does a bunch of fancy like twirling, and then like they disappear back into her person somewhere.
Yeah, I am purposefully trying not to blink now because that was said.
No, roll your wisdom. I'm curious.
Whose wisdom?
Your Ophi.
Ah, okay. Nope, that's charisma. Sorry, that was where my wisdom button was before. Here we go.
That's fine. Ooh, God, yeah, no, you can't follow him.
Oh, I can't follow the blades.
Yeah,
Like-
you were trying to see like where she was like putting them, and she like you lose them. Like you,
I failed. I failed a
You did.
thing. Okay, that's
you
good.
did.
Good.
I'm trying to let you guys roll more.
Thank you. All right, so I say, oh, this is most impressive. Little one is very lethal. That is good. So, will she join?
That is good, yeah.
Will she
How is
join?
that- Sorry.
Sorry. Will she be joining our party?
Most likely not. I believe you have to get back to work. But before you do so, how many days until the surprise party?
She's like 2, 3, like somewhere in there.
So we're having a party? Is it a birthday?
And she does like she does like
They're
there's
still sorting it out. When is their next assembly?
she's like
Tonight? Where?
and she like you would have like some signal for like felled tree or something.
Okay. So the town's usual
Yeah.
like their safe house or dead drop area type thing?
Yeah.
Okay. But I know where it is.
Yeah, you would be able to find it pretty easily.
All right. All right. Go back. Don't let on that anything has changed. And you'll see me soon.
Yeah, she nods. She like goes to turn, goes back, hugs you again, and then like runs.
Oh wait, stop! He like gives her back the he pulls the hovering the telepathic study book out of the air and like.
I think you go to grab it and it's not there.
Oh, she already picked it up.
Yeah, she already like grabbed it out of your bag while you were looking. And as you like go to stop her, and she just like flashes it in her bag, and like turns around, flashes in her bag, and then like keeps going.
I see she hasn't lost her touch.
And then yeah, she's like around the corner and gone.
Now I have Ophi and Ginka. You're like, what the heck was all that?
Yeah.
He just looks up and he's like, it's a very dysfunctional family.
Yes, I can see this. All right, so, but anyway, you clearly have something going on here. It is good that you are reunited with your sister, but we must continue searching for the lost folks. We need to find these these things that
yes,
Sovereign
missing
Miri.
people.
Yes,
Yeah, such a pressing and urgent matter. he sounds really disinterested. Like you can plainly see that now that he has this other issue going on, he no longer really cares.
All right.
Ah, yes, missing people. Yes, about that.
So,
I have a plan.
okay, what is this plan?
We go to investigate the troll's den outside town because that is the most recent source of the disturbance. You recall the one that came through the middle of the street, smashing things and throwing trees around?
Mm-hmm.
Something out there must be disturbing them, and whatever's disturbing them may be connected to the people that have gone missing. For all we know, the trolls are grabbing people and dragging them out of town. So I propose that you go visit the trolls and see if anything is amiss.
This is a good idea. It sounds reasonable, but at times like this, when I am very confused, the world seems like it is such a craze. I always commune with Ordan. He always points me to the right way. So I could commune with the god. He could point us in the right direction, where we need to go.
Yes, we do need to find out where you need to go. Begin your communing then.
Fair enough.
Hey, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Out of character, my headset is constantly cutting out, so I'm missing a lot of context. So I'm trying the best I can to pop in when I can. I don't know what the heck is going on. So sorry.
That's fine.
But yes, finally we are back on track because Tygenis is leading us the way properly.
Yes, about that.
We're something about the trolls.
Why don't you see what your deity has to say?
All right.
He just looks back at Ophi.
All right. So I am going to cast, and before I even begin casting, it's just going to be like a normal spell for me. So essentially, I'm just gonna have to roll. But my character, he's going to get down. He's gonna sit down on the ground. He is going to get poised in a very, he's gonna sit cross-legged, right? Sit cross-legged. He's going to get his hands up. He's going to be centered. He's gonna breathe deep. We're gonna cast this dang spell.
Yeah, question for so there's kind of like right now there's two main sort of like sects of the religion. There's like the sect that's like very much like, oh yes, we can have like a relationship with the gods. And like it's a very personal kind of a quieter like Buddhist like kind of thing. And then there's like the really loud like whenever they pray they like raise their hands way above their head and they scream their like prayers.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Which of those would you say you're most in line with?
If I had a choice, knowing this guy, he grew up in a shrine, so I mean, I feel like this is the patient way. This is the willful way, not the forceful way. As
so
odd
you're like
as that sounds.
kind of quiet, kind of.
Yeah, in this communication, yes. Even though among my own people, I'm kind of not. I don't even fit in there, but that's okay. I learned some things. I will be quietly trying to focus in on this, and so this is a rote, which is the same as any other spell, which goes off of wisdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not bad.
Can we like cliffhanger this roll? Because I really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, sure.
And we should probably take a break anyway. So
Oh, yeah,
Alright.
yeah. Yes.
quick like 5-minute break, and then we'll come back and do that roll.
Yeah,
You have the signs ready to get my attention again, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we gotta flip it right on our handwriting.
Yeah, totally.
Oh no, I have it somewhere. I was doing it.
Anyway, okay, quick 5-minute break.
All right, sounds good.
We're right back.
All right, everyone. You guys can't hear me, right? All right, my microphone's muted. All right, so how are you guys doing out there in chat land? Are you guys enjoying this broadcast so far? Are you enjoying the role-playing session? Huh? Are you? I know we got some lurkers out there. Who do we got out there? I see Nephilim Slumber. Hello, and welcome to the broadcast. It's the first time I think I've seen that name before. We have Allele. We have Havoc Nano. Hello, Havoc Nano. Halo. Earth Taz. Hello, how are you? We have Bone and Dikicchio, as well as Beevil and Belucci. Hi, how are you? We have Red Snow and Wild QB. How are you guys today? And we have the Nard Puppy, Fog, 5OG Mike 2. Hello, man. Cyflux is in the house. Cy Swan is in the house. Pat is here. And from the mod squad, we have UC Guy. How are you guys all doing today? You listening while you're doing your project? That sounds good. Did you see my tweet? I'm not logged into Twitter right now. But let's see. No, not yet. Now I do. Are we going to be live tonight? That is the tweet that you sent me? Yes. The answer is yes. Mind Candy, you like this? Your accent makes me melt. Thank you, Cyflux. Oh, I meant Cyflux, not you. Okay, no problem, Red Snow. Thank you. Yay, Nani. That's good. Wow, other people are eating dinner right now and they're posting food pictures and it looks too good. Why? Why does their dinner look so good? Anyway, I'm gonna go get some more water and stuff like that, so I'll be right back very shortly and we'll be good to go. Yay, water. Water is good. Now I have to write a sign backward, which I'm very excited to do. I get to... This time, I get to write a sign backwards.
All right, I am back.
Hello.
Real quick, chat. This is Glory Hammer. They gave me permission to use their songs. So, Twitch or YouTube, if you mute this,
Oh shit.
go fuck yourselves.
Oh.
I think I put it backwards, but I didn't have to put it backwards.
Pen. Okay. All right.
Hang on, I'm checking to see if they're trying to get my attention.
I didn't have to write the letters backward.
There we go. Are we back?
Yeah.
No, I have to wait.
We have to get your attention first.
Oh.
Yes.
So I put this
You realize-
backward,
you
but I
realize it would
realized
be infinitely easier if you guys would just mics. So you can just turn them back on when we're ready to continue, so I don't have to mute Skype. There's a thought.
I
Well,
like sign
wait,
language.
what? I turned my mic back on.
I meant
Hello?
everyone else. I can hear you.
Oh.
Okay, you're good.
Wait, what, does that look like? Does that look straight to you guys, or does it look backwards?
It's backwards.
It's upside down.
Wait, what? It's upside down. Well, okay, I did it backwards on purpose. So okay.
If you put it
all
the
right.
other way, it would have been the right side up.
Well, but
So-
I thought it was flipped on the Skype.
So
Oh, no.
I
our
like
GM
see his is.
I failed so
What?
much.
I like side boob.
No, signs. I like the movie signs.
No, but it says boob. What?
Oh yeah, it said boob. It did. But it was actually supposed to be poop. But I did that wrong, so I just turned it.
See it.
Good job.
Oh, okay.
Those are
sorry.
happy
Alright.
accidents.
happy accidents. That was a very happy accident.
Have you figured out a strategy yet for getting us back on track?
What does that say?
Good
Does
luck.
it say I like boobs?
I love boob, singular, only one at a time, please.
Just the one.
Yeah,
Form a line.
A pair is actually really tough to process all at once sometimes. Single,
Mhm.
definitely better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Uh,
Jesse, you say some interesting things sometimes that surprise
Haley,
me.
you are
I
the
mean-
queen of saying interesting things at random moments.
No, but I mean, coming from you, I don't know. No, it's good. It's good. It's good.
Really quick, Ophi,
Oh,
you would know getting us back on track, kind of, sort of.
yeah, I can help.
You would know that if you actually communed at a shrine to Ordan, it would be more likely to succeed.
Ah.
And mechanically, you would get a +1 to your roll.
Oh, okay.
And story-wise, it would get you all in the same place.
Oh, well, that is good. Let's do that. So I'm down on the ground and I'm sitting and I'm like,
Boob. Boob. Oops, sorry, my mic's on. Sorry.
Least professional.
so
I
I'm
want chips.
This is serious business.
SRS.
I should have made popcorn. What was I thinking?
Good cereal.
I was gonna make popcorn.
Were you gonna
Are
eat
you
it
making
unmuted?
the Sims characters?
No, I stopped because I
that.
kept getting
You should probably let the
distracted.
man play the game.
I know. Me too.
It's okay.
So, Ophi, you like sit down, and then this realization washes over me, like, oh wait, there's shrines here in town.
Yeah, and I'm like, wait, and I get up and I just like start beelining towards the shrines. Like I get up, I sit down, and then I'm like kind of ticked off, like that I forgot this. I'm like, oh no, wait a minute, this is so dumb. So I get up and I just start beelining, like I am like full tilt walking. I'm power walking. Like
You're
a
doing like
s-
that speed walking, like weird.
Oh yeah, full form, full effect, rolling the knees. It's great.
Passionless Kinka, do you guys follow?
Taishin is just like taking a couple of steps and like motioning Kinka to like follow him. And then
Yeah.
like as soon as she starts following, he just like kind of like stops and starts walking away.
Oh no. All right, so there I go. I am beelining.
So Kinka's following Ophi, but Tyjanus is like GTFOing.
I think
I
he
don't know
grabbed
what
her.
she's doing.
I'm
He's-
following Tygenus.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, okay.
He motioned
So-
for me. I thought you just
well,
motioned.
he was like, I'm basically pushing you like to follow him or to follow
Oh.
Ophi. Basically, he's like, let's follow Ophi, and
Oh,
then like
good.
starts pushing you, and then like as soon as we start walking, he just like kind of like nope, and like goes the other way.
Oh, so Kinka's following me, but Taijin is ducked out.
Tyjanus did
it's
the
up
Kansas
to-
City Shuffle.
It's up to her what she's doing, but
Yeah.
like my character is indicating we should follow Ophi, but he's not actually following Ophi.
Yeah, so
So you are telling me one thing, but you are going another place, and I want to follow you.
I'm not telling you anything. I'm saying we
Yeah.
should probably follow Ophi, and now he's following Ophi again.
Oh, okay.
he was gonna try and just quietly duck out, but since she's making a point of addressing it, he's like, fine, and he's gonna follow him. He no longer cares at all though about the whole missing persons quest.
I don't know, man. 10 platinum.
That's a lot of money, but
A shit ton of money.
you're the one that brought all this other stuff back up. So
I know. I like tearing people apart.
He has to deal with all that now.
So
I thought you were supposed to guide us.
Oh
Man.
no, my job is to
You're just-
fuck with you.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He plays all of our enemies and the neutral.
Yeah.
I play all of your enemies and all of your allies, so it's kind of
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, ultimately, I think we all are fucking with each other enough that you should probably guide us.
that's fine for any
Well, I'm
in the
trying-
same fucking place.
I'm trying to cast a spell called Celestial Guidance. I am really trying to.
He's trying to get us all together for guidance. It's just now you've introduced
for the
elements of
record-
sword that make my character not care.
For the record, only time I've ever like had to step in because I was gonna kill most of the party was because they were split up. Anyway, so you guys are booking it towards the
the shrine.
shrines.
All
So
right.
while you're in transit, Erasmus and this priest whose name you still haven't actually gotten. You you go into like his quarters. They're like small, modest quarters. There's like a bed, like a nightstand, like a chest. And the second you're in there, he like just drops his walking stick and stands up perfectly straight. Like stops his little like old man shuffle and just like perfectly straight upright, like looks like he's 20, like, but he still has like the old man voice. He's like, all right, I believe they're over here. And he like goes and he opens up the chest and he starts digging through it.
You were old.
He's leaning over and he goes, still am, and like keeps shuffling through his chest. And he goes, here they are. And he pulls out this like box. And like he's still standing like perfect posture, like
What,
yeah.
What happened? What's going on? What is? Ugh,
oh,
what's
oh,
that?
my dear fellow, you of all people should know. Those that follow Croche, we always keep secrets. No, and he like sets the box down on like on like a table. He goes, I have heard of your dilemma, and your father was a pupil of mine, and I wish to help. So, if you will allow me to, I would like to just examine quickly.
No, I've been through a lot of examinations. Really,
he's-
it's okay. Like, I think I'm just actually, you know what? Do you want me to just bring those seeds over to the lady and we can go? I'm gonna go.
It was not even like a question. It was just like a heads up.
Like,
So he closes his eyes and he opens them again, and his eyes are just glowing like this bright light. And he's just like staring at you for a moment and goes, huh. Interesting. If you'd like, you could try and spell lore on the spell he's using.
Yeah.
Go for it. Because yeah, like I said, he's just like closed his eye for a second, took a deep breath, opened his eyes. His eyes are like glowing and like this bright like celestial light.
Intelligence, right?
Yes. Damn.
Woo! I got 10.
Damn, I was kind of hoping you only got a partial on that. Oh well. This is a spell called Divine Sight. It's only granted to people under two circumstances. Well, they have to meet two conditions before the gods grant them the spell. The first is that they have extremely high favor with the gods, like the gods really like this person. The second is that they have seen the black gates of death and then come back. And it allows them to view the like soul of a person.
You just got your soul stared into.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty naked right now.
And like, have you ever like? I mean, you know about this. Have you seen this spell performed before? or have you just heard of it?
I've probably seen it
Okay.
for sure,
But
based
never,
off of where I came from.
but never directed at you, obviously.
Yeah.
And yeah, he just like looks at you, and then looks like really puzzled, and like cocks his head and like, interesting. And then he just like blinks his eyes, and his eyes aren't glowing anymore. And yeah, it's just like kind of trying to process what he saw.
So, now that we know that I can't, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure I can't be fixed, let's be honest. So, you're not gonna, like, do anything, are you?
Second. Oh, heavens no, dear. I mean, unless Krosh right now tells me to, attack you and rip your heart out. And he, like, looks up like, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay, Grandpa.
And then he, like, starts toward you, like, just a little bit, just like, huh! It's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have an odd sense of, I'm sorry. No, you're fine. I would be honest. I mostly just wanted you to get you alone so I could do that. I can handle this. And he picks up the box. We have so many fucking priests. I'll get them to deal with this.
Oh, okay. Just make sure you know this word of what you saw, because I know what you saw just doesn't make it anywhere where ears. Well, people with ears that would be unhappy to hear that.
He was
right.
It's very odd, the whole like. Just as this. It's
yeah. Just don't let anyone with ears know, okay?
So if I cut.
Actually, wait. Just don't let anyone know.
I can. Oh, okay. All right.
Just don't tell anyone.
All right. So he's like, all right. I'm going to ponder this a moment. You may go.
But you're not going to tell anyone, right?
Oh no! Heavens, no! I might. No, I'm kidding. I won't.
I need your word, old man.
And he like grabs your face. He goes, I swear I will not tell anyone, even your father. And then like pats your cheek and goes, "Come on."
Fucking old man. You're gonna pinch your cheeks.
So, and then like, so you leave, and I think as you're coming out, you see the rest of your party like approaching one of the shrines.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hey, Ophi. Hey, what are you doing? I'm fine, really. No need to run. Okay.
Do not interrupt. Do not interrupt. We must commune with the gods. They will point us to the right way. You come with me.
I just actually got told to leave. There's a lot of priests in there.
It's time to rescind that order and get this over with.
I am a priest. I am an heir. Heir Ophi. They respect me. They're below me. Trust me on this. We go to my shrine, Shrine of Ordan. He set us up. He tell us where to go. We will be good. And so I'm very adamant about this. I very seldomly get serious, but when it's about the gods, you know it's serious. And so I'm hoping that we're all getting in to the shrine at this point. So is anybody resisting, wandering, questioning?
No, Tyjanus is actually following for once.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You've done the impossible.
Yes.
Come along.
Awesome. All right, cool. So when we get into the shrine, these shrines tend to be fairly ornate, I'm gonna say. Do I get to say anything about the shrine because it's my god?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
No, they're ornate.
All right, cool. So these shrines are pretty ornate on the inside. They're mostly made of very rare, and the walls are coated and embedded and inflect entirely with minerals from deep within the earth, because the dominion of this god is the god of within, and it's within all things. So anything that comes from deep within the earth is really treasured in this religion, and most of the times that's either precious or semi-precious gems of some variety. So every square inch of this wall is like made of like Art Deco murals that are made of these precious or semi-precious gems, and it's just kind of a sight to behold. There's no windows anywhere, but it's lit by many candles, so everything is sparkling, everything is very shiny.
Quick note, just setting wise, they're mostly semi-precious just because of this area. Like precious gems are really hard to come by. So like maybe like the eyes of the murals are like actually precious gems, but the rest of them are just like kind of shiny rocks.
Titianus is like beginning to kind of survey the area and take note of what in the room is valuable and not anchored down.
Everything's like set into the walls. You would have to like.
Kinka
this is
is
nice.
surveying Titianus.
His axe looks fantastic in his robes, just as you survey.
So yeah, when you first step into this,
Delicious like an apple.
So when I first
I'm
stepped,
intolerant to apples. Allergic.
Really?
Sorry.
No, that's okay. So when I first step into this place, I am not astounded. I've been into these shrines before. Your characters may or may not be reacting. Titianus is scoping out how to steal crap, and he's probably inspecting everything closely. But I'm going about my business. I'm up at the front of the shrine. There's a large pillow up at the front of the shrine with candles, large candles on either side. I'm lighting them up. I'm ready to... Go ahead.
Quick, like, just general note. So the gods, like, they do, like, avatar through, like, the statues of them in their shrines. And so there was always one priest at all times who's, like, sitting there waiting to receive the words of whatever deity there is.
Oh.
And so you probably, like, relieve, you're like, I got this for right now, wait outside. Like,
okay, cool.
Yeah, so he's like, oh, okay. And he, like, steps out.
That's badass. So yeah, I relieve the guy who's in front of the statue. I'm lighting...
like a single candle burning.
Right, perfect. All right, so there's a candle burning. I plop down right there, and I begin to cast my spell. So let's open up my character sheet here, so I can just get that going here.
And then just whatever you roll, you get an additional +1 because you're doing it in a shrine.
Given that we actually have a moment here where we're sitting in a shrine, my character's supposed to prepare spells in advance, but we never ever actually addressed any of that. At some point, I assume I'm supposed to stop and do that?
Yeah.
Or do I just continue drawing on my whole spell book willy-nilly?
Yeah, you've got a minute while he's like doing his thing. You can like sit in the corner and...
So Titianus is gonna pick a random altar or random shrine that is not in use, and he's gonna sit cross-legged in front of it, and he just kind of closes his eyes and he's sitting there.
It's probably more just like you sit in the corner of this. Like every shrine has at least one priest in it.
Okay.
And you're just trying to find you're just going to the corner and like meditating or whatever.
Gotcha. Well, if they're all occupied, then yeah, he's just gonna move off to a corner of the room, and he's just gonna sit down, and he has his head down, and his eyes are closed, and it looks like he's praying, but he's off in his own little world.
Yeah. That's weird. That just rolled that just rolled intelligence, but I'm supposed to be rolling wisdom, and I clicked the wisdom thing. Let me re-add wisdom.
It says wisdom on
There's
mine.
wisdom on my screen.
Scroll down slightly. That was
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Erasmus rolled int last time, so. So yeah, you got a 9. So
it's still partial.
It's still a partial.
Can I redeem my god coin?
You can.
Yeah, I will.
So I'll let you do like a full success on that.
Yeah, thank you.
It's redeeming your little token.
Thank you.
So yeah, you're sitting there and you like start praying or whatever, and you hear this like, I think Titianus is like kind of out of it, but the rest of you hear this crack, and the eyes of the statue like pop open, and this like deep blue is like flowing, like blue light is flowing out of them, and like the statue starts moving, and it like cracks its neck, and it kind of looks around, and it goes, Ophi, I should have known it would have been you.
Oh, my dearest Ordan, thank you so much for blessing us with your presence. I am sorry for the interruption.
Quick, have you ever actually had an actual avatar like conversation before?
I guess I have not. Not Ophi. I don't think he has.
Okay.
No, the closest thing is what brought him to the city.
All right. So yeah, he it's this like deep, like just incredibly deep voice that like kind of like makes your bones like vibrate a little bit. I really wanted to get like a voice modulator, but I couldn't find a good one in time.
Oh, that would have been cool.
And he goes, my little warrior, priest, I'm sorry, you prefer cleric, don't you? And he like ruffles your hair a bit, and like he like tugs and like breaks his one foot free, and then tugs and breaks the other foot free, and then steps down off like the pedestal towards you.
Oh, I see. Yes, it is me, the cleric. That is me. Yes.
And then he just like sits down on the pedestal in front of you, and just kind of looks at you like, like just kind of waiting.
So I see you are here in full effect. We are truly blessed this day. Everyone, come here. Sit in the presence of my God, please. And I'm just trying to get everybody to come over and just gather around him where he's sitting, because this is like the moment. Like this is the moment.
And like it's funny because you're sitting all like nice and proper, and he's like drunkenly, like if you were to imagine somebody drunkenly sitting on like a curb, like what's up?
Perfect. But like I am trying to be very circumstantial and just like pomp. This is when you pull out all the stops. You're cordial, you're nice, you're paying attention, you are being respectful. So I'm very much trying to get everybody to sit down right in front of them.
We already established Erasmus or Tigenus is in the corner like meditating. Kinka,
I will note that at this point he's kind of like tilted an ear up. He's not coming over there, but he's listening in on all this.
Yeah. Kinka and Erasmus, do you guys like come forward?
Yeah, I go sit.
Good.
Politely.
Come sit.
Quietly.
Sit right here. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
he like looks at the two of you as you sit on either side of him. And Erasmus, he looks at you and he just kind of like chuckles. He goes, and then he looks at Kinka and he goes, I am truly sorry for what happened to your people. It was a travesty. But I digress. And he like looks back at Ophi.
Yeah, I am.
What do you wish, Ophi? And like he doesn't use like heir is like a term of respect,
Yeah.
but he's a god. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, he can't do that. So Ordan, we are on a quest. We search for the seeds that turn to stone trees. We are also searching for many missing people who searched for these seeds.
No, you don't know about the seeds. Only.
Oh,
Erasmus
sorry.
knows.
Uh,
You're just searching for the missing people.
didn't Sovereign hold on? Didn't Sovereign Miri tell us that she'd give us 10 platinum for seeds?
No, she would give you a platinum per person that you find of the missing people.
Sorry, I meted. I
No, that's
fucked
fine.
up.
That's why I was.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say it, but then behaved myself.
I took note. You could have said it. You finally could have used it the right way today. I'm just kidding.
What?
No, I metaed because I took notes. All right. So.
I appreciate you taking notes. That's why.
Sorry, that's my bad.
I don't.
All right.
I have all the notes.
Here we go. So
Right.
there are missing people all over the town. We search for them, but we do not know where to begin. Where do we go first?
He you see him like look over his shoulder, like he's like almost like somebody's like listening to him, and he's like, I don't. And he like looks back and he goes, Krosh has decreed that we are to limit our influence of the mortal world. And he like looks back over briefly, and he like you can see he's like debating for a moment, like internally, like should I like risk it? And he goes, and he looks over his shoulder one more time, and then he reaches forward and grabs your face, like just like, oh, as I spill my beer. And then yeah, you like are sucked into this like vision. Sorry, let me wipe out my beer quick. You're
Was that
sucked-
in character? The beer wiping?
Yes, Ordan like starts wiping beer. No, so you're like sucked in this vision, and you know, like in like opening cutscenes of video games where like you can't move the camera at all.
Yeah, you're on
It's
rails.
kind of like one of those, and it's like somebody walking down a hallway, and they push open like these giant stone doors, and you see 6 of the gods minus Ordan, so you can kind of detect reasoning. You're seeing through Ordan's eyes. And like Krosh is sitting on top of this giant like stone throne, and Beha, who is the one that birthed the elves, is like sitting there just like screaming at him, basically. Like, we have to do something. This isn't just the mortal realm anymore. If we don't do something, we're all at risk. And Krosh just turns and looks at her and says, like, I have made my decree. We do not interfere. Now go about whatever other business you may have. And like the camera kind of pans around, and you notice one of the deities is like very clearly pregnant, which is a big deal. Like, there are 7 gods, and the fact that there might be more soon, you would like make note of that. And then as Beha leaves, she stops and talks to one of the other deities and says, like, I need you to make something for me, and like leaves with him. And
Is that with Ordan?
no, it's shit, what's his name? Ordan just notices this. It's Guth. She like kind of like pulls Guth aside and is like, I need you to make something for me. And then like they leave together. And like Ordan kind of looks back at Krosh, and Krosh kind of locks eyes with Ordan and like just like shakes his head. And then like you're sucked back into your like normal self. And he goes, seek the Krosh stones to the southeast. And then like stands up and like plants his feet back where they should be on like the pedestal, and like re-statuifies.
All right, my character is completely thrown aloof at this point. Like, I'm just kind of just shocked and staring off in the distance. I am stunned.
Yeah. You were just granted not only like an audience with an avatar, but then like a vision of what he saw. Like, that's completely legitimate. The rest of you didn't see the vision, but you heard him say, seek the forest to the southeast. Or seek the Krosh stone to the southeast.
So you guys just saw a god.
And
How do
no
you
one
feel
reacted.
about that? How does that make you
So-
feel?
I mean,
Come on,
realistically,
boys, let's go southeast.
You all just saw like a deity avatar, and that's a huge deal. It like doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, you guys probably don't believe in any religion. I'm not going to speak for you, but I'm pretty sure none of you believe in a religion of any variety. Is this true? In the game, that is.
Yeah, I think it would probably.
I believe in my biceps.
I would say like they probably know that like the gods are real, but they're like, they're kind of like what modern day deists would be like. Yeah, the gods are real. They made sure, and then they like just let things happen. They don't actually interfere.
Being a wizard, Tyjanus is pretty inclined to believe in the supernatural. So yeah, he would not question their existence. And seeing an avatar come alive, he's just like, that just happened.
Okay.
Anyway, and he stands up now because he was in his own meditative trance. Which, for the record, do I have to say which spells I prepared or no?
You can like message them to me if you want.
All right. But he's done prepping his stuff.
Yep. Yeah, you guys can like. There's a bunch of stuff you can spout lore on now, if you want.
Yeah. I'm
Can
gonna
I have-
scout lore. Do I get a plus to my roll because of where I come from?
You probably do actually, just because of your backstory. And that was that Kinka. You had a. Sorry.
What does spout lore mean?
Spouting lore is your character trying to remember something that you, the player, probably doesn't actually know.
Oh.
It's the opposite of meta.
Yeah.
It's saying what it's literally rolling dice to see what your character knows.
Yeah, and
About
say,
Oh, so I can just roll right now?
Yep. You
Yeah.
can just roll plus your int about. Tell me what you're spouting lore on. I mean, you've got multiple things. You've got gods avataring statues. You've got curse stones. You've got southeast of this town.
Yeah, on the stone. The stone.
Okay.
Yeah. So /roll.
2d6 plus whatever your int is.
2d6 plus 12.
Which for you is 0. So just 2d6.
2d6. Okay.
And on a partial success, I'll give you something interesting but not necessarily useful.
What's a 7?
A 7 is a partial.
Oh. Okay.
So like, for instance, on a 10 plus, which would have been a full success, I would have told you like the exact location of the Croche stone in this area.
Tyshnus is going to spout lore on it anyway in a second.
Yeah, that's fine. You can all do it if you want. It's mildly metagaming, but it's one of those things that I allow because I'm a lore fanatic. So, but on a 7, you know, in like the very beginning, when the elves first like spread across the land, they asked the gods for like somewhere to like gather and like meet and worship the gods. And so Croche, who is kind of like the Zeus figure of the gods, like pulled up these massive pillars of stone from the big planet that you always see hanging in the sky and like lobbed them at your planet. And then where they landed, he's like, there, gather in those places to worship us. So they were like very ancient worshiping places.
So Tyshnus is going to weigh in and also spout lore, and I'm going to use one of my uses of the bag of my floating bag of crap. So he's going to reach inside and he's going to pull out some musty old book and dust it off and say, I know I have something in here on Croche stones, and like flip through it. It's for my
Nice.
+1 to lore spouting.
Nice.
So
yeah, mark off. You get like what, 5 uses of that?
I get 5 uses, and that's my first, yeah.
So yeah, you have 4 more.
That's something
so
that
it would be ouch. So it'd be an 8. So I got a partial as well, even with a +3.
But since you're a wizard, you would know. They are like places of power. Like they're like places of great divine power.
Mhm.
For instance, if you used the what's it called? You have a move.
Ritual.
Ritual, yeah.
Yeah,
It would be a
that would be
place.
ritual.
It's a place you could probably perform ritual.
Okay.
Sorry, King.
But I don't necessarily know its location, so we'd have to
No.
go hunting for it.
You just know that the Croche stones are like stones of rip. Like they're stones from the divine planet. It's like if somebody said, "Yeah, I've got a rock from Mount Olympus." Like,
Okay. Yeah, so he flips through and he says, "No, that's no good. I was hoping I could figure out exactly where it was." And then he just like takes the book after he's done reading through it to try and find it. He's just like, whatever. He just like throws it behind him onto the floor.
all right, Kinko, you were trying to say something. Sorry, were you? Yeah, maybe.
Oh, he has +5, or +3 to his rolls. Is that something only he has as a wizard with his books?
So
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so he has 2d6 plus his int, and then
Mhm.
his book gives him an additional +1 because it's like an expendable like currency basically he can use.
How'd he get the book?
It's a wizard
Yeah,
specific
it's part
item.
of being a
Oh,
wizard.
okay, yeah. Because like basically all I do is bend bars and lift gates.
Yeah,
fix things.
once you guys get out into the wilderness, that like right now you guys are in town, and that's kind of more like Erasmus and Tyshnus's like forte, and a little bit Ophi's. Once you guys get out into the wilderness and start like encountering wild things,
Mhm.
that's your jams. That is where you
Yeah.
start thriving.
Because I don't really have anything I can do.
Yeah.
We brought you along to kill things. We just haven't got to the killing part yet.
Yeah, you guys are just
Yeah.
a lot.
So
Once you get into the wilderness, though, like you know for a fact there are rampaging trolls.
Me must smash.
Pretty much.
Speaking of getting into the wilderness, Tyshnus is probably getting bored of walking around town at this point. So he says, "We know the stones to the southeast. I propose we just go find it now and be done with it."
So who tried to spout lore? Did Erasmus spout lore as well?
Not yet.
Were you going to do that?
Me?
Yeah. Were you gonna spout lore?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was.
Go for
Okay.
it.
Can I do that? Intelligence, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
shit.
a success.
Yeah. You know, like, you've probably seen maps of, like, where the curse stones are all located.
Yeah.
And you remember where this thing is.
Hey
Like-
guys, yo, it's over there.
It's not like
just
straight.
follow me.
It's not straight like southeast. It's like southeast. Like you can like. I mean, it's not exact, but you can get them really close, and you'd probably be able to find it once you get there.
So
Titanus just kind of like glares at him like, how dare you know something that I don't?
and then
He's like
at that
annoyed.
At that moment, I spring up from my state of utter amazement and I go, "That was awesome! This was great!" And I'm putting my hands.
Yeah. We all see your, giant, "Ooh, I am an avatar" thing like all the time. Come on, we have to go
That
get the
was the
shit.
physical embodiment of a deity, and you'll brush it off quite just like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm grabbing Erasmus on the shoulders and I'm like, "That was a god!
He
That
actually-
was my
actually,
god!"
Erasmus, like puts his hand on Erasmus's shoulder, and he's like, I approve.
What?
But
Okay,
I am
can I like smack
Like
you
the-
both on the back of the head now?
Like
Yeah.
the fact that Erasmus just totally blew off a god, Titanus is like, well played.
I was like, and I'm acting like I'm like out of character. I'm acting like I'm a 13-year-old girl who just like met Miley Cyrus. Like I have urinated probably. I am out of control.
You're a 45-year-old woman that just met Oprah.
There we go. See, there's some equivalency for everybody. But I have lost my shit. I am losing my shit. Like my life is complete.
Yeah, I think the priest that you like relieved was just like standing outside, like I think he was actually like smoking a pipe, and he like hears you like losing your shit, and he like comes in like what? He's like trying to like put out his pipe,
Like, I have seen Ordan. He was here. The
and he's
statue.
like grabs your shoulder, and you both start like jumping up and down together, and like he's just as excited.
Yeah. So we're going nuts. We're going nuts.
He's like, what did he say?
He said we go to the southeast.
He's like, yeah, what? Wait, what? Like stuff like.
And then I'm just like, oh yes, let us go to the southeast. We go.
Please, let's.
And yeah, you guys leave, and you leave this priest like, shit, I missed something awesome. Fuck.
Does he see like stone
Where are they
chips on the
going?
floor or anything like that from when the
Probably, yeah. There's like evidence that like the statue moved, and he's just like,
So, so important questions for deciding like my character's next course of action. What time of day is it, and how far is it to the southeast to reach this stone? I guess he's asking Erasmus, how far away is the stone from here?
it's like once you get out of town, it's like an hour. Like it depends on how quickly you find it, but it's somewhere between an hour and 2 hours walk.
And what time?
About an hour,
what
2
ti-
hours walk from out of town. Sorry.
It's like
I don't have to repeat it.
it's like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, something like that.
in the morning?
Yeah, it's no afternoon. Yeah,
Oh, in the afternoon.
yeah. You guys like we started like mid morning.
This is prime
Really
traveling time.
Yeah, you guys got plenty of time.
Oh yeah, well, Titanus is like mulling over in his head if he has time to get there, investigate the stone, and get back in time to go deal with the other business, because he doesn't want to miss that.
Mm.
But I guess if it's that early and it's that close by, yeah, we would. Let's get to it then.
All right. So I'm assuming that we're departing. We're heading in that direction. But just as we start walking, I'm still like in a state of awe, and you
You're
know,
like counting your keys. You're doing like Hail Marys with your keys.
oh yeah, I'm like on top of the world. But then I remember back to the conversation where Ordan looked at Erasmus and he smiled. He was amused by Erasmus. And I say to her, I say to him rather, I say to Erasmus, I say, you know, Ordan looked at you very specially. He might have a plan for you.
Yeah. A plan. That's probably what it's been this whole time. Thank you for pointing that out to me. We should go. I'm just gonna keep going.
Sure,
I
sure.
love how bitter Katie's character is about to
Yeah.
find stuff.
When
Yes.
did Erasmus get so sassy?
Well, Erasmus, you are a...
Dionysus is laughing at this now, or he's like chuckling at this. Like he hates the bard in general, but he approves of the utter disdain for the divine. So he's just kind of like
Erasmus, you are very resourceful. You need to do many things in battle. Think many things, do many things all at once. You play, you sing, you heal, you help people. Ordan can help you be stronger in combat. He favors you. You can use his favor. I believe it.
No, he really doesn't. But thank you for noticing that I'm a bard that can actually heal people. Hello, has anyone ever found that weird?
For the record, like, that's weird. Like, bards normally just sing. Like, the fact that she can influence physical objects with her music is odd.
Yes.
When I played EverQuest, my bard could totally influence things.
I know, but this is the first stage. She's the first bard that can
cease your metaing.
What? No, that's not meta. That's just me talking about EverQuest.
No, like that is like, and maybe like you guys didn't notice, but like Kinka, like you realize after she played her song, like you did feel better. Like that's kind of weird.
But Erasmus, if I were to hand you a new fiddle right now, you would not turn me down. If I were to hand you a weapon right now, you would not turn me down. You would take this and you would use it in combat. The same with armor, a powerful armor. Ordan can be your armor.
He can't. I'm sorry.
Did you not see? Did you not see him? Do you not think it...
I saw him. That's... Woo.
Do you not... I do not understand. I asked for his blessing.
I've seen him before, and I mean, it's not changing now.
Remember?
No.
Do you remember the troll? I took my hammer, and I hit him so hard, his head exploded like melon. Do you think that is just this? Do you think that is this? It is Ordan inside of me. Makes me strong. You can be so strong.
So I'm thinking you guys are like walking through the forest here.
Mm-hmm.
Can we kill him?
Me?
No. Maybe that's a little extreme. Yeah, sorry. Maybe.
Are you actually asking us this in person?
Yeah, I'm saying this out loud.
And here's where it pays off to watch my channel, because you get to see GM rolls.
And why would we kill off the useful one at the suggestion of the not so useful one?
Thanks. Yeah, you're all grinding on my nerves right now. Oh, guys trying to convert me. You're calling me useless.
Yeah, Katie.
You know what? Why don't we just invite my childhood friends and just have a little hate party?
You got all robot there for a second.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Yeah. I am quite a fan of hate parties, if you want to throw one.
There is no hate. Knowing Ordan is not
hate parties
hate.
like slang for like doing drugs.
Hate parties?
Hate parties.
That's a hate and Ashbury party. Alright, sorry. Anyway, but Ordan is not for hate. He is all for love. He will love all of you. But it seems that Erasmus is a child of Ordan in disguise.
No. See, none of the gods love me, and I don't love any of the gods, and you're just gonna stop talking about it right now, or I'm gonna sing and I'm gonna make you all feel shitty.
So Titanus is gonna put his hand on Erasmus.
That's right. I can make you feel things with my songs, and you can't do anything about it.
The brown note?
They never stopped loving you.
You know what?
Magic
man.
Even though he doesn't believe a word of it, he's just saying it to piss him.
So
they never stopped loving you.
So you guys are like walking through the woods right now, and I think Kinka, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're like the fighter, and you're like, oh yeah, getting into fucking shit up territory. So you're like out in front.
Yeah.
and you guys are walking.
Yeah.
They're arguing behind you. You kind of don't give a shit.
Is she? Because she's been following me the whole time. I would think we're following.
I think it's more that like you guys started arguing. She's like, okay, whatever, fucking.
He's role playing for me. It's okay. We're good.
And you take a step, and being a fighter, the ground here feels weird, and you like freeze, like the ground underneath your like foot you're about to step on is wrong. Like, and so you like stop and like balance yourself quickly. Like something's weird here.
Guys, quit your bickering. Something's going on. Did you guys feel that?
Tyjanus just turns off like bickering mode and instant straight to serious business. Just watch, and he's looking forward.
And yeah, like she's in front of you, and she like was about to take a step and like stopped.
I don't know. Did I feel what? The love of the gods? Is that what this is? Are you just gonna pick on me too?
Silence!
Tyjanus is gonna put his hand on Erasmus and just kind of like nudge him forward, just past where Kinka is standing, like on the path, just to see if there's a trap.
What would I roll to stop that?
That's bonds, right?
Yeah, that'll be your bonds. Because I looked this up. It would be
Okay.
minus your. It would be because you're trying to interfere with his actions. So it's 2d6 plus whatever number of bonds you have with Tyjanus.
Do I roll at all, or
But
is it
you can have a
entirely up to the
maximum of
person?
3, right?
How many bonds do you have with Tyjanus? Because you
Are
only
they-
have 3 bonds total.
Are they rolling against each other, or is someone rolling in favor of an outcome?
Is this just like we both roll and whoever gets the higher number succeeds?
Probably, yeah.
So how do I roll 2d6 plus 3?
In the chat, type R /R.
It's your number of bonds with Tyjanus.
Yeah, you don't have all 3 bonds with me, do you?
What?
Your number of bonds with
thought-
Tyjanus.
How many bonds pertain directly to my character? Your little relationship thing, where you have one with each character.
I think I'm misunderstanding the bonds thing.
You have
So-
3
Yeah, I
of
thought we
them.
rewrote our bonds.
You did-
Like,
so-
You
some-
do. You rewrote one of them.
I just checked, Katie. You have 1 bond with Tyjanus.
I have 1, okay.
So it's 2d6 plus 1. You can have you can have total number 3 bonds. You can have how many of within those 3. You could have like 2 with Tyjanus and 1 with Kinka, or you could have all 3 with Tyjanus, or you could have 1 with each person. Right now you have 1 with each.
Okay.
So it's 2d6 plus 1. Yeah, Tyjanus, why don't you roll also plus your bonds with
Okay.
Erasmus, whoever.
So how do I do the rolly thing? /
/R space 2d6 plus 1.
He's not going anywhere. I got
Yeah.
a 4.
Yeah, so he like tries to push you, and you like just like brush his shoulder, like he pushed your shoulder, and you like kind of just turn aside.
What are you doing? Why are you pushing me?
To try and get you to do something useful for once.
Can I like grab Tyjanus and pull him to me onto the shaky ground just to kind of break them up and have somebody experience it as well?
So you like stop.
She wants to
What do I have
shake the
to
ground
roll?
with you.
She wants to shake with you. So you only
Well, I mean, he still is charmed to me a little bit.
yeah. So you would only put like 1 like foot onto this before you noticed. So if you want, you can like grab him. You can try and grab him and like push him in front of you. Basically, what he
So
was.
what do I have 1 bond with him.
So yeah, 2d6
do I
plus
roll?
1. So
You
Yeah.
wouldn't even need to roll it. Like she's that much bigger. If she grabs him and moves him,
yeah, if he wants to let you just do it, you can just do it.
I'm gonna say Tyjanus wouldn't be able to stop it because he's like already messing
You're
with
tiny,
the
that's
bard.
fine.
So if you grab him, she's like 7 foot tall, 200 pounds, and he's like this
See,
tiny
he's-
guy. So
He's letting it happen.
I-
He is
Alright, fine, never mind.
submitting
I'll roll
to
to
my
resist it.
power.
Never mind. I'll roll to resist it.
Oh no!
All right,
Sorry.
Kinka, go ahead and roll as well.
Wow.
Ooh,
Wow.
damn. So you
Usual.
both failed. So what happens is, so Tyjanus, you try to push Erasmus. Erasmus kind of turns out of the way. Kinka grabs your arm and tries to pull you past, and you both fall.
Oh no.
You like step on this thing, and it was like a man-made trap of like there was like a kind of a weave of like sticks, and like somebody threw leaves on top of it, and as you fall into it, it like gives, and it's like a 20-foot pit.
Oh.
Okay. Do I get to use Defy Danger here?
No, you just straight up take damage. You're falling into
Okay.
it. You already missed that. Both of you roll
Wait.
for. Yes, you take damage. Kinka.
Wait, what? No, if a non-magical thing tries to trip me or knock me down, it fails. Like, what if I like don't fall into the trap?
Oh damn! Shit. Yeah. So you're using.
That's
your,
my race because
Yeah.
I'm the
Oh, yeah.
the
The
elf.
loss.
Yeah, she's using her racial thing. Shit,
Yeah.
yeah. So she like starts to fall and like scrambles back just enough.
Technically, I could do my racial thing here too.
Which is your racial thing.
It's mirror image. So if she tries to grab my arm, I could say she's grabbing my clone and I just back out of the way.
It's still a spell you have to cast.
True, but it doesn't have a cast time. It's just a reactionary spell, isn't it?
It's still a spell. It's just an additional spell you get for being.
That's
It's
pretty
it's
clever.
a basically it's like a cantrip that you get for being
Gotcha.
a dark elf. So Tyjanus, you take D4 falling damage.
Okay.
So am I in the hole or nah?
No, you're not because you're smart and you used your racial thing. So you're like, oh shit, and like you like scramble back just enough to regain your footing. Tyjanus, you take 2 damage.
So he takes 2
armor
damage.
because you're
Uh-huh.
falling, and armor doesn't help against falling. And yeah, like the trap, like it gives way. It's like 40 feet across. It's this huge trap. It's like 40 feet across and like somewhere between like 15 and 20 feet deep.
Okay.
And yeah, you like hit the bottom, and yeah, you're just like in the bottom of this giant pit. Now you're surrounded by like twigs and leaves and stuff. You probably have the wind knocked out of you for a second.
I hope you're satisfied.
Yes, I'm so satisfied.
Not
you. Well, you know, I don't have to heal you if you don't want me to, ass.
I don't need to. Bag's full of healing potions, moron.
But those are
Stands up.
one-time use. I can sing forever.
Oh, please don't. He stands up.
I would like to try to
I'm looking around
aid.
the pit. Is there anything in the? Is it just like a hollow pit, or is there anything else down here?
Yeah, it's just like it was clearly meant to like trap something. If you would like to spout some lore, see what it was trying to trap.
Alrighty. Actually, I'm gonna use another one of my books out of the bag of crap for a +1 to it, and he's like, so opens it up and he's like, "Basic wilderness snares," and he's like looking through it as he like checks to see if he can find anything useful in here.
All right.
I have gotten the worst rolls today. I have failed everything. That's like 5 failed rolls.
But
So
that's
he just
5
like
XP,
opens it
so-
up and then realizes I don't even like the handwriting in this book is so bad. He just tosses it away.
I think it was like it's actually like a book on like specific creatures, not like traps.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like, ah, shit.
That's worthless. Oh, and I should mention that like every time he throws a book behind him because he's done with it, he just tosses it, but then it like stops in the air and just like floats back into the bag.
You should mark though that you have a book on like wilderness creatures though,
Okay.
because you could reference that again later. Yeah, so you have no idea. It's a very large pit.
Okay. Can I use discern realities here? I'm gonna check for footprints, animal droppings, anything else that's been down there. Tyjanus might not be a hunter, but he can put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if I could do something like that. Like, I don't know how to. You can roll lore or
What are you trying to figure out, Kinko?
Well, I don't know. As a fighter, wouldn't I have some experience with this kind of stuff, so I could try to figure out what the trap is for.
If you're trying to figure out what the trap is for, it would probably be int because you're trying to like remember if you've seen this kind of trap before.
Okay. So I can also roll.
Yeah,
Huh?
totally.
That's very nearly another failed roll. So my int plus int plus 2 or 2d6 plus my int would be 7. So I have a partial success on discerning.
Okay. Why don't you look for the certain realities? It has a list of questions you can ask.
Mhm.
Kinka, go ahead and roll your int while he's doing that.
So my int is 0, I think.
I can check. For
Roll 2d6. Yeah.
Yeah, 0. All right.
Partial.
Partial success. A trap this big, you probably don't know exactly what it was trying to trap, but a trap this big, it would be trying to trap something really big. I mean, it's like 40 feet across and like 20 feet deep. B,
Do I know what it is?
it would take Rasmus. Shit, yes, you do. It would take a ton of people a ton of time to dig this. Like, it's a huge pit, and like there's no dirt mounds around, so like they did something with the dirt, and like it's massive. Erasmus, I think you just like figuring out what you know and the area and how big this is. This is a troll trap.
This is a troll trap, guys.
What?
So off the list of discern realities questions, I'm going to ask what happened here recently.
You do notice that like this is pretty fresh. Like the walls of the pit are like still kind of wet. Like they haven't had time to dry out. So it's been dug within the last day, maybe two.
I'm checking for footprints in the pit to see if anything else has been down here or if I'm the first victim.
It's I'm trying to think like if it's, you know, I'm just gonna give it this to you because it's interesting. You see troll footprints in this pit.
Well,
like they're huge. I mean, trolls are huge, so it'd be hard to miss these. You like because like you stepped on it, there was twigs covering it, like woven together.
Across the entirety of the pit.
Yeah, like that was what.
So when I fall through, does it start a chain reaction with the whole pit?
Yeah, it's like one of those like
like the entire road just opens up into a massive pit.
Yeah. And like I said, it was meant to trap a troll, so like a troll steps into it and then falls in, and like there you got a troll.
So can I ask him?
Like, there's troll footprints in here that are fresh, but there's no trolls in here.
Right.
Tygenis, what do you see down there?
I see evidence that we've had company that is no longer present. He's looking at the sides of the pit now to see if there's like claw marks of them crawling out.
There are claw marks on the side, yeah.
Did they go all the way up?
Yes.
That's not a very efficient troll trap then, is it? He's just looking around piecing it together. So they trapped a troll and it just climbed right out.
Actually, sorry, it would probably be deeper than that. It would probably be like, because trolls are like 12 feet tall. So it's probably like 30, 35 feet deep. Anyway.
Good thing I only took 2 damage from it.
Yeah.
A 3.5-story building, 3-story building.
Actually, I just realized they probably can't even hear me. So I'm gonna use my
You can shout.
I'm gonna use my light cantrip, I guess, so I can see. I'm assuming it. Actually, no, it's the middle of the day. I wouldn't need that. So I can see this.
It's kind of dim, like you're in a forest. But yeah, you wouldn't need a light.
Okay. Yeah, so I basically I can see that there's claw marks leading all the way up. So like whatever fell down in here just crawled right out. Apparently. I guess I'm just gonna walk the perimeter and see if there's anything else unusual or if there's just like these claw marks and that's it.
What'd you get in your wisdom? What was that?
I actually rolled. What did I do? I rolled int instead of wisdom. Would I need to re-roll it?
I
got an 8, I think it was.
You know, on an 8. Yeah, hold on. Let me actually figure something out for this. Because I prepped shit. Yeah, you notice like the claw marks all the way around are super uniform. Like they're all the way around the edge of all the way around the edge of the pit.
Go ahead.
He has
Can
no
I
idea
go
what
to
to
the
make of.
bathroom? Or can I be right back? Okay. Can we take like this?
May I go to the bathroom?
Oh yeah, may I?
Yes, you are in fact physically capable of going to the bathroom.
A
Yes,
quick
you may.
break. Yes. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah,
I had my big yellow cup.
I have like 7 of those. Anyway.
So one last thing that I'm gonna. Are we taking a break now, or is Kaylee?
We'll
just
take a quick
AFK
break. You
for
can
a
ask
second?
more questions if you want. Real quick.
Oh yeah. So last thing he's gonna look for then is there an obvious sign of impact on the ground from where something really heavy landed in here? He's looking for like an indent in the floor.
It'll take you a couple minutes because there's like twigs all over. You have to like kick the twigs aside to try and figure out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think during that time is when we're taking our break. Oh, that's
All right. All right, so I'll be digging in the pit till we get back.
Yep. Dun, dun, dun.
Fun thing to do during the
Popcorn!
break. You could get popcorn, but also fun thing to do during the break is YouTube. On YouTube, search My Big Cups. That will also be fun.
I think I'm gonna do
Google
that.
No, don't Google it.
Image that.
No, YouTube
Don't
it.
do that.
Yeah, go on YouTube and search My Big Cups.
Okay.
I'm
You're
terrified.
You're welcome.
We're gonna be right back in like 5 minutes.
All right, I'll mute up. Yay, I'm muted. Or I should be muted. So how are you all today? How are you enjoying this roleplay session? ZRP. ZRP. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this session. Like, we pretty much found a god. My exact god that I worship has now been revealed to me, and I got to interact with him on a critical success. So that is pretty much all I could ever ask for as a cleric who worships a god. I was given a heavenly vision, so that's like a critical success. And I'm really happy about that. Receiving a critical success on such a role like that. I got to meet my god. Was a pretty cool thing. I got to see through his eyes, through the whole heavens, and see the pantheon of the gods. How could I what, Nunny? What did I do? How could I meet my god? Great, mind candy, I'm glad. I should draw something. I should draw something for the sign when we get back.
Hello, I'm back.
Yeah, I should definitely draw something. Should draw something for the sign when we get back. Just because we've been making a habit of drawing things. It's like when we draw things the wrong way, what I'm doing is I'm sometimes putting letters backwards and stuff like that. You're currently making a character? Oh, nice, Allele. That's awesome. That's good. Because I always hope that you guys would like a little bit of a D&D session. I myself have not been able to participate in many D&D sessions over my time, over my free time in the past couple of years. And I do like campaigns, like pen and paper role-playing campaigns, so. You got a choir program this Sunday and next Sunday? Nice. That is awesome. And Belucci, we know you're not dead, man. We know you're not dead. But yeah, I'm really liking this so far. I think all of our characters are pretty unique. I think they complement each other, which is good. And I like my role in the group. I'm kind of comedic relief sometimes. And I'm able to do silly things as well as badass things when unexpected. And I think that's just kind of a role that I've always wanted to play in a group, basically. I learned how to play D&D 16 or 17 years ago, 2nd edition. Ooh, nice, 2nd edition. Going dress shopping tomorrow? You're not really excited? You're not much of a dress person, I take it? I want to go dress shopping.
All right, I'm back, guys.
Welcome back.
Hmm.
I am also back.
Shit's about to get fun.
Is it?
Well, fun for me.
I am always having fun.
Oh, yeah.
Does this sign show the right way? I wonder.
Yeah, Kaylee, I had an idea about your character. We'll have to talk about that after.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I actually... We're back. Where's the apostrophe? My goodness
Grammar.
gracious.
I was too busy trying to spell backwards. I didn't. I haven't even mastered spelling backwards. You expect me to master grammar backwards? I can't do this. This is too much.
Yeah, sorry, Baron Sheep. I worked so much overtime the past couple of weeks that I saw your thing and I never responded.
Oh no,
and now
that's
I probably
totally
slept.
fine. It's entirely okay. It's
Okay.
entirely optional, but like if you do, you get to have fun things like with what's going on with Tajanus.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah, no. I forgot what to say.
Backstory is fun. You don't even have to
Huh?
put that much backstory in. Like, did you send the questions out to everybody, Baron, or did you send?
they were slightly different for each person, but
Oh,
roughly the
okay.
same.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got questions. I didn't. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, people look at this is what Trightmare wrote today. And Jesse's written me more stuff than that.
Did you PM her that?
All right. But no, it's like honestly, I've never asked any of my groups like these many questions before. It's all like you just seem very into your character, so I was like, okay, let's do this.
The questions are good. The questions are good. They help me develop more about my character without having to put much effort into it.
Yeah. Okay, everybody good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a couple minutes passes. You guys are like dicking around up top. Maybe you're trying to like figure out a way to get him out. It's like
I was
30-foot pit deep.
Yeah, I don't know what they've been doing, but given my character's background and scaling walls and all that, can I just attempt to climb out?
Yeah, but right now you're just trying to like figure out like what was going on here. After kicking around for a while, there's no significant impact marks other than like yours.
Is that what did I miss when I was in the bathroom?
Tyjanus was just trying to figure out if anything fell into this pit before him, like if it's a long-standing pit.
Whether
There is not. And then actually, Kinka, you're a fighter.
Yeah.
You have like a sixth sense.
Yeah. No, that's what I was gonna say before he was rolling. I was gonna be like, well, something this large and the trolls come from the snow place where I come from.
All trolls are from everywhere, but like specifically right now, the hair on the back of your neck is standing up. You're getting goosebumps. You instinctively, like your heart starts kind of racing.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
I'm gonna point out that like I don't know if my character's figuring this out, but as the player, I'm looking at it and seeing something climbed up but never dropped down in the first place, so it might have been something that came from underground. So, and if I'm figuring it out, Tyjanus is probably figuring it out right about now.
No, so I love players' assumptions of things. It's my favorite. It's my favorite.
So
it's probably wrong, but that's one of the logical conclusions I could come to.
So Ophi's kind of sad that Tyjanus is in a pit. He wants to try to help him out. Tyjanus, take my hand. Take my hand.
It's like 30 feet down.
So can I try to aid him in some way?
Do you have adventuring gear? You do.
Yeah.
I do.
So
yeah.
You have adventuring gear, which probably includes a rope.
So no, the way adventuring gear works is it's 5 uses, and whenever you're like, I need blank, as long as it's some mundane thing like rope or torches or like flask of water or something, you can just be like, I have one of these because it's in my adventuring gear, and then you mark off 1 use, and you just have that thing now.
Okay.
So Ophi, you can just be like, I have adventuring gear, so I have rope.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like that. I would like to try to help him out.
Yeah. So
Do I, as a fighter, do I have like a stance where I am prepared? So if something comes at me, I'm like already on it.
You can just tell me that you're doing it, but like I'm telling you right now, like something's up. Like you can tell.
Yeah.
And then
Like
what
while
you do with
they're
that.
while Ophi's trying to help Tyjanus, I'm sort of on guard looking around.
Yeah, you look around and like you start like 360ing the forest around you.
Yeah.
And like
surveying.
If you were looking at Tyjanus in the pit at your like 7 o'clock, so kind of like back and to the left.
Yeah.
Like you see something moving in the forest towards you. And I think like since you're especially like paying attention, you feel the ground kind of start to shake just a little bit.
Okay. So since the last time the ground was moving, a trap opened up. So I kind of like sidestep quickly out of the way or out of the shaking, or at least where I'm standing, towards whatever I saw moving. Can I sort of prepare my weapon
Oh yeah,
and
totally.
be postured
Yeah, you can like draw a
and
weapon.
tell the group to be silent and pay attention?
So you tell people
What?
something's up. Ophi, you're like throwing a rope down in towards Titanis.
Do I have any kind of roll for aid? Do we roll bonds on that?
If you're just like throwing a rope down to him and just like holding the rope, he can just climb up.
Sorry, I'm just looking for opportunities to fail as I haven't rolled much this session.
Just do what I've been doing and roll 2s on everything.
That's okay. You're gonna level up.
But speaking of which, when do we actually do that? Because I actually had enough points in our last session to like hit this level marker, and we never did that.
Between sessions or whenever you like make camp.
Okay.
It's
In fact, I'm
Katie-
almost like up to the 3rd one now because of all the failed rolls.
that happens a lot actually. Like you'll jump from like 1st level to like 3rd.
That's good. I just was looking for an opportunity to roll is all.
Yeah, I think Kaylee's video is.
I need. Yeah, no, you guys are frozen for a second.
Speeding up.
And now you're not. Yeah, that's exactly what happened to you. I was like, Katie's the only one who's not frozen.
That was fun.
No, you guys did that to me. I was like, what is happening?
That is oddly appropriate because I
Lolo.
think like for you like time is slowing down. And
Oh,
you
yes. It's my adrenal glands.
Yeah, this thing is barreling towards you.
Okay. Also, I've not had many opportunities to roll, and you need to roll to level up, so I need to be finding opportunities to roll.
Yes, that's what I'm kind of providing you here.
That's why
Yeah.
he keeps telling you to spout lore and stuff like that.
Thank you.
Anytime I say this about lore, like if it's something you all heard, you can all spout lore. Like
Yeah.
You right now, I think he wants you to discern reality, or I
yeah,
guess
I would.
Do I have that? See, I don't even know my abilities.
That's a basic
yeah,
move.
if you go into the handouts, which is a little newspaper thing there, under I think it's just under handouts. There's a thing called special moves, or not special moves, basic moves.
Wait, just under a journal?
Yep, journal, and then handouts,
Oh.
and then basic moves. These are moves everyone can do.
Oh.
Hack and slash, volley, defy danger, defend, spout.
Okay, suddenly, see, I'm sorry. I've not ever played this kind
Yeah,
of thing
no, sorry, I
before.
probably should have. We keep starting super late, and I keep meaning to like go over these with you guys.
Oh no, I know. It's also, yeah. Like it's me. It's me too.
So like right now, I would say yeah, you're trying to discern realities. You're trying to figure out what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So discern realities is rolling plus your wisdom, and then
Okay.
on a partial success, you get to ask one question,
Okay.
and on a full success, you get to ask 3 questions from this list. I also play house rules that if you get a 10+, you can just ask me one question of just any question.
Okay. So my wisdom is 1, so slash roll.
Yours was a 1, really? Wow.
No, it's 13, but it says
Well,
1.
I know, but like, I'm amazed you're the fighter with a +1 wisdom. That's amazing. That's
Wait.
actually, yeah, no, that's I'm just you rolled really
That's
well.
good?
Stats, yeah.
So I rolled 2d6
Plus
plus
one.
1.
Mhm.
Ah! Is
Okay.
that good?
So you got a partial success.
Oh, okay.
So you're 1 shy of getting a full success. So you get to ask one of the questions from this list: what happened here recently? What is about to happen? What should I be on the lookout for? What here is useful or valuable to me? Who's really in control here? What here is not what it appears to be? The problem. I have with-
about to eat me?
The problem I have
Uh-huh.
with these questions, and the reason that I do that, if you get a 10+, you can just ask me anything, is
Yeah.
because sometimes like these don't apply. Like,
Yeah.
but like right now, I can think of several that would apply right now.
Like,
Yeah.
what is about to happen?
So what is about to happen?
You're about to get charged by at least 1 troll.
At least 1. Okay.
You can see 1 right now. Like the thing moving towards you is.
And precisely as she realizes that, Tyjana says, "It looks like there might be trolls above." He's looking.
Hey! You can't do that.
He can say
Well,
that.
I mean, I don't know.
And then I'm gonna
Can
say, if
He's
there,
just looking at the claw marks on the wall. It looks like there might be trolls.
Also, keep note that if you act on this intelligence that I've given you, you get a +1 to whatever roll. And this is something you can kind of lawyer.
yeah.
Well, hey guys, at least one or more trolls are coming at us. Prepare your defenses.
Do you?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I don't have defenses. Cause I'm useless.
Is this out of
Okay,
character?
now's not the time for this.
I'm gonna
pet-
glare down the hole at Tygenis.
He's
Right, asshole?
He's going to
I don't-
intentionally not look up at her, just like continue examining the hole.
If
Sophie,
there
you're
are
like throwing a
trolls,
rope down to him, right?
yeah, I'm like, if there are trolls, get out of the hole. Come here, get out of the hole.
It might be safer down here in the hole. The trolls will be fighting you up there.
That is a troll hole. They get +1 to attack. I'm sorry.
If you want to.
I'm sorry. I botched
Okay.
that.
I'm having visions of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia right
Yeah.
now.
Okay, so Tygenus is gonna grab the rope then.
Okay. So you
And
start.
and he's gonna wait for Ophi to pull him up.
Okay,
Oh,
so-
I've got to pull. He's just holding on. I've got to
Yeah,
pull him.
he's not like actively pulling himself out. He just holds on to it and he's like, well,
I actually like this.
like pull.
I'm pretty
Fair,
strong.
Dajus, you are the smallest of the group, so
Yeah, he hardly weighs anything.
I have 16 strength. I'm pretty tough. I can
Damn,
pull him
yeah.
up.
Tygenus probably weighs like 140-ish.
Oh, okay.
He's pretty small.
Yeah. So I shouldn't have much of
like
a trouble.
5'9"? Probably like 160.
He's very slight
Svelte.
of
Okay.
frame.
All right. And you know, elves have hollow bones because they're like birds, you know.
Yeah,
Is that
too.
true?
Speaking of which, I'm just gonna
Oh.
flap my wings and just fly out of the pit.
I'm completely bullshitting.
I've got my
Um,
character at 160 at 6'5". I should probably fix my weight, huh?
You should probably up that quite a bit.
How much does he? All right. Anyway, we'll do that between sessions. But
Yeah.
anyway, I'm pretty tough. I'm strong. I
Yeah.
got 16 strength. I can pull him up.
Yeah, you probably like rope over the shoulder and just like walking away from the pit.
All right.
Kinka, you're like probably like planting your feet and like pulling out your flail.
She's ready to.
Yeah.
She's readying for
Yeah.
combat.
So is that what I would roll? Defend?
It depends. If you're wanting to just straight up like run at this thing and attack it, you can. Defending is if you're trying to like actively defend your friends against
Yeah.
this is. But if you're
Okay.
just like, fuck that thing, I'm gonna go kill it.
Well, you said one or more, so I don't really know how many are coming at me yet. I don't really want to
Okay,
charge
you-
into the.
you can see one. I'm saying I'm not like ruling
Oh.
out the possibility of there's more because
Okay.
you're in the forest, it's big forest. But like you see one that's like barreling towards you. And like
Oh.
I think right about here you like hear it like bellow at you, this deep like
Okay.
it's just
Pull
like
faster.
like
So like I would. It would be hack and slash that I use. I don't have, or what would my? I don't know my special moves really.
if you're just attacking it, yeah, it would just be hack and slash. It's just a melee.
Okay, like anyone would hack and slash. Okay,
Yeah.
so I don't have to like charge first. I just hack and slash.
I mean,
it,
you can
or-
say you're like running towards it and hack and slash. it.
Okay.
Do you have a move that gets you a bonus to hit on charge or something?
I don't think.
There isn't one.
When I use pure strength, wait.
There is
I
no
don't-
charge bonus. I've already read through the whole fighter
Oh,
handbook
okay.
thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the thing about the fighter is like they mostly just roll hack and slash, and when they level up, they just get to add like insane amounts of dice to their damage. So like level 1 fighters are like pretty good fighters, but like level 5 fighters get like 1d10 damage plus 1d6 plus 1d4 damage. Like
What?
they start doing crazy amounts of damage.
Oh damn.
Because you
Uh-huh.
start adding that like scent of blood and merciless
Yeah.
and all those other like basically all of their extra moves are just modifiers to their hack and slash.
Yeah,
As opposed to being like a separate move. It's just you take your hack and slash and make it more epic.
yeah,
That's
and like on top of that,
That's
d10
smart.
damage is the highest damage in the game. Like
Oh.
Ophi, you do I think d8.
I do D6 plus
You
one
do d6.
D4.
Okay, Erasmus, I know you also do d6. Tygenus, you do d4 damage. Like, she does the most base damage out of anyone.
I'm not sure my abilities, like all my moves, are showing.
Probably not. We probably haven't added them. You'll have to. That's one thing I
Are you
can do. This.
are you still looking you're looking at the thing in the roll 20 thing, right? Look at here, I'll just give you a link and you can go over this.
Well, okay.
Well, because
you
he was supposed to add it to my character sheet, but all I see is bend bars and lift gates, and I don't know how to look at the other ones.
Okay,
They're
right
down
now,
below.
No, right now, that's all you have. You have bend bars, lift
Oh.
gates. Oops. You have bend bars, lift gates, armored,
Uh.
and I think that's it right now for like
Oh, okay.
base fighters. When you level up,
Oh.
you
Okay.
start getting more stuff, and as
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry. Thank you guys for bearing with me. I really appreciate
that's
it.
fine. We haven't had a chance to like sit down and go through this.
So, all right. I want to roll hacking. Like, I start to. Well, you guys are fucking.
I'm doing something
messing
productive.
around. Huh?
I'm doing something
What?
productive. I'm getting him out of a pit.
No, that's true. But like, you
And
know,
being
Rasmus is being
useless.
pretty sassy. No.
So
you're
you
not
start
useless.
charging towards it to like flail
Yeah.
out.
So,
Um,
so I roll 2d6 plus 2, if that's what my strength says,
yeah,
to 10.
nice. All right. As you're charging towards it, Erasmus, do you want to do anything? Because it's like it's still a little ways out. There's a brief window here while you're charging at it that Erasmus could potentially buff you if she was so inclined, or she could just eat popcorn. You know, whatever.
So, Digenis, do you want me to help?
It doesn't look like I'm the one that needs help at the moment. He's pointing towards Kenka.
Yeah, I know, but you said I'm useless. I'm gonna show you I'm not useless. I hate Digenis.
You're going to
He is
demonstrate.
awful.
You're going to show me that you are not useless by refusing to do anything. Do you see the counter logic happening in your mind
I'm
right
doing
now?
something right now.
And he's narrating this as he's writing the.
Oh
there it
no!
is.
What happened?
Oh,
Oh, there goes Skype. He's narrating this as he's just like riding the rope up that that Ophi's pulling. Do we need to end the call and restart it?
I think if you just just click your camera button again, it should turn back on.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
It's just loading forever. There we go. Yeah, I'm just
Whoa.
eating popcorn and watching everybody die. It's my new
We
goal.
might have to restart the call.
Yeah, it on my screen it's saying it was a 4-hour limit of some sort.
Yeah.
I can see Trightmare and Jesse, but they both
Yeah, me
are sort
too.
of grade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
minor
can't see.
grade.
Restart the call.
Really quick, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Hold on. Ha! Look, you can look at. Oops. Wait. Start. You can look at this while I.
Okay, hold up. Let me get this fixed up. Right quick. My camera. Camera. Boop boop boop
Alright.
boop boop boop. Do you
Getting there?
like that impersonation?
Primary, your video isn't on.
I'd have to restart my stream
Why?
because OBS has my camera.
How did it do that?
No, you should be able to turn off your camera without turning off OBS.
I switched scenes. I don't think I can. That's
Yeah,
okay. I think that's okay. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. Now my camera isn't in the scene that we were in before. So by switching scenes, I have stolen the camera away. So I will stop the stream.
Oh, you probably